Yo,
Hey,
what's up, Lois?
so how are you?
I'm good. This is
Let
crazy.
me go ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna switch us to a bigger
Bigger screen.
there we go. Is it not gonna let me do it? Okay, hold on. Y'all just bear with us because we are still working out some of the kinks on these new settings. And
We're a little late, y'all. Just working out a few kinks. Sorry about that.
yeah, well, I guess it's not gonna let us do it this time. Okay, so where are my comments? Let's see.
So can I get on my laptop, Lois?
There we go. Hi, Shelby. Yeah, you should be able to get on your laptop. Just use the same link that I gave you. If you need me to resend it, let me know. So if you guys are new, welcome. My name is Lois Villarreal, JVille Bullies. This is
Yo. I think Lois left us, y'all. Hold on. Still working out kinks, y'all. Lois was in the middle of saying something. I don't know if I'm live or.
my internet just went out. Okay, hold on.
Okay, I was like, dang, Lois, you just gonna give it to me, ain't you, girl?
All right, are we still on? It looks like we're still on. Okay, so what up, everybody? So we got a lot of comments. So you guys, and if you're in the live stream, you can hit comments on your thing. You should be able to read the comments if it's on your end. We got Jameson, Shelby, Belinda, Carl, Zach, Juanita, Andrea, Joe. Man, we got a lot of folks on here. Skyla, Gail. So here's what we need you guys to do. So it looks like we got 27 people in here. We got 2 likes. Y'all can like this video. We should have 27 likes up in this mug by now. Come on, y'all. All right, so I'm Lois Villarreal from JVille Bullies, and this is he froze? Lance.
No, I'm here. I'm trying to send this other.
Okay.
I'm trying to send this to. I'm trying to send this to Lauren so I can.
Okay.
So I can see the comments too. Hold on one second, guys.
Okay. And so this is Mr. Lance Lee from Blue Magic Bullies, and we are going to host tonight's BWO podcast, Talking Bulls with BWO. So if you guys aren't familiar with BWO, we are we're just a group of kennels. We're a family of kennels. We all have like-minded goals. We love to do shows. We like to we want to breed to better the breed. That's like our biggest thing. And if you go to a show close by and you see one of us, please do stop and introduce yourself. Take a picture with us, and if you tag the BWO page, we will put you on our page. And so I'm super excited to share with you guys who we are going to be highlighting on this podcast. So if you've been following the page at all, you should be familiar with Ink Pimp Bullies. So Ink Pimp Bullies is out of Tennessee, and they have man, they are freaking awesome. They do a whole lot. I'm not gonna give up their whole story. I'm gonna let them tell you their story, and they're fixing to come in, so I'm gonna share a little video with you guys so you can see who they are. Give me a second. All right, let's see here. And my video is right here. Next time I will take out the little TikTok part in the end. All right, so we're gonna bring back in Mr. Lance.
Yeah.
All right, and we're also gonna bring in Lauren, who is Lauren Eccles. She is from Ink Pimp Bullies. If there's an echo at all, you guys use headphones. Let's see, I hear a little bit of an echo. But all right, so Lauren, this is Lauren from Ink Pimp Bullies. So we're gonna allow her to introduce herself and tell you guys a little bit about her kennel.
What's up, Long?
Hey, what's up? So we're in Bullies, and right now we're in Dixon, Tennessee, at the tattoo shop. We own a tattoo shop in Dixon, Tennessee. We also do trophies. It's Breadwinner Awards, and we are part of the BWO, and glad to be part of the BWO.
So you guys are, yeah, you guys are welcome to ask questions in the comments. We'll get to questions at the end of getting a chance to just introduce them. So while you guys are enjoying today's podcast, there's a couple of things I need you guys to do. I need for you to like the BWO page, follow the BWO page. You also need to be sharing this live stream, and you need to be commenting. Those 4 things to win some of the prizes tonight. So we have a lot of things going up tonight. We have a puppy that was being. We have a tumbler, a BWO tumbler that's being donated. We have Ink Pimp Bullies have some magnets that they've created, and they are going to be donating some of those. Share the live, yes, and out, please. Also, we have some self-defense keychains that are going to go out, and oh man, I feel like I'm missing something. There should be a COI analysis. So there's a whole lot of stuff being given away today. So while you're getting a chance to know Ink Pimp Bullies, do those things, okay? And those things will be verified if you get chosen to win. Those things will be verified, so make sure that you guys are doing it right. So, all right, so Lauren and Corey. So how did you guys get started with BWO?
Well, we went to a show. Where was it at?
That was up in Louisville, Kentucky.
That's right.
About 2-3 years ago.
We seen Lance, and we just had to know who the guy was spitting, spit in the trash cans around the ring. He just seemed like our kind of people. So, we met Kayla there also. Kayla's great. She's Pearl River Bully. She's amazing. So just good people. I mean, we met Jameson there, his wife, we just felt like part of the family from the beginning. Lance be the first one on the side of the ring rooting you on, whether you're BWO or you're not.
So what I want to ask is, like, the whole purpose of this is of this podcast is, we're not trying to tell people what's right, what's wrong, any of that stuff. What we want to know is kind of like your story. Like, give your story of how you got in the bully game. Kind of what some things you think some people getting in would need to know. Just kind of give your story. Anything from breeding tips to what's the most important thing you've learned. How has your life changed since you started showing more instead of breeding? What do you like doing more, showing and breeding? Just kind of touch on some things.
Well, I'm gonna start with our name, Ink Pimp Bullies. So, one of our good friends, Dreamer, he passed away, and his name was OG Ink Pimp, is what they called him. And he wanted to get into the bullies with Corey. Seeing the dogs, like, those are amazing dogs. We need some of those. So they were going to go together, go into breeding together. And unfortunately, Dreamer passed away the day our first litter was born. So it was just destined that we would name our kennels Ink Pimp Bullies. So kind of to pass that on, and remember where this started from. So, yeah, we just had 2 dogs, and we didn't know anything about AIs or anything, and they just kind of locked up and did their thing on their own. And I was like, what are we going to do with these puppies? And hey, I told him he was crazy at first for spending that much money on dogs. I just thought there's no way. Like, where I'm from, they're $500 is the highest dog you're gonna buy. But yeah, the more we got into it, of course, our vision was different at first than it is now. I think everybody's vision's different.
What was your
And
vision at first?
whew,
So you guys know the whole hype type stuff where basically I was watching a lot of different bully pages and it was all about the hype, not the breed type and what the breed actually should be, a healthy dog should be. So at first I was buying into that crap, and I mean, the more I studied it, the more money I lost over the years at vets, the more I realized, like, I'm going to create a beautiful, clean dog that has no health issues. And that's where I started, like, really, really studying bloodlines, temperaments, everything with the dog, and getting away from anything to do with the hype that was out there about this dog or that dog. Well, the dog can't even walk. What's so hype about that? It changed the whole direction real quick.
I mean, I like the couch cruisers, but that's what I call them, the little miniatures. But I mean, that was our vision at first. But of course, the more you learn, I wish we would have sat back and actually learned more about it before just jumping head first into it. Because once you do that, then there comes a point in time where you have to clear your yard, is what we call it. Get rid of what you're not using and not what's not for your program, and move it forward. It's all about bettering the bully breed and bettering the program and
That's
keeping
right.
the health and all that. So, we went to a couple dog shows, and he actually hired a guy. He wanted to train one of his dogs, which at the time we didn't know we had a train wreck of a dog because we thought it was the best thing since sliced bread. But
He didn't tell us, neither.
he didn't tell us. He was like, "Yeah, I'll train your dog. I'll show your dog," and that's where it started at for me. The guy kept screwing Corey over, like, "Yeah, I'll train it. Yeah, I'll show it." And I felt like he was just gonna, blowing him off to the side. So I told Corey, I was like, "Forget it. I'll figure it out. I'll handle him. I'll do it."
Boy, you did.
And I started handling 2 years ago?
Yeah.
2 years ago, didn't know what I was doing. Walked out in the show ring. My dog threw up in the middle of the ring. I was so embarrassed. But, I mean, it's part of it. And you learn and you go forward. And I like the handling part better now. We like to handle more and go to shows and get out there with our dogs. The breeding thing really ain't key points. But, at first, you breed to try to recoup some of your money back that you're spending on these dogs. And now I like to be able to sit back, and if we have a litter, I mean, just watch what the dogs do and just make sure that's what you want. We're pretty much breeding for ourselves now for the show ring. It ain't about, hey, we got to get this money back for this money back for that, This is not a full-time job for us. We're not full-time breeders. Like, that's not our income. I mean, we have a tattoo shop and we do trophies. So this is what we love to do. This is a passion, pretty much like a hobby. I mean, I love the bully breed, and so does he. So
would you say your vision, like, obviously when you start out, I think everybody's vision tweaks a little unless you've done a whole lot of research and been going to shows. But it sounds like to me, like ever since y'all got into shows, y'all's vision kind of changed in what you wanted and just seeing other dogs and better dogs, right? And the way they're presented. I think going to shows, that's what I try to recommend to people all the time is, go to shows and really see, even if you don't go with a dog, go without a dog. And kind of see those dogs that you see online and stuff and see the people handling them. So yeah, that's a cool story, to see how you've grown since. And I've watched you, myself. Your confidence grow more and more in the ring every time, and it's real cool to watch, man.
it's amazing. It's a great feeling when you get in there and you and that dog just like, we had Sprig. It's a Shamrock son, and he taught me a lot. We learned from each other, he didn't know how to squat at the time in the ring, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and me and him just hashed it out. We battled for a while, but then we finally got it down to where we went in that ring and the confidence was just like, we're going to kill it today. And being close like that with a dog, man, you can't. There's nothing else like it.
So you kind of mentioned that you had a dog that went in there and threw up in the ring. So what was the most embarrassing moment that you've had in the ring? Was that it, or was there one even more?
No, I always worry about the dog tripping me up, though, and that's a lot of the reason. That's a lot of the reasons why I don't like handling people's dogs. You know, at first, you get in the ring and people see you in the ring and they're like, "Oh my God, they're a handler. Oh, let me see if they'll handle our dog." You know, and that people run to you, and it's not about that for me. Like I like building the bond with that dog and getting to know that dog, and me and that dog be one in the ring. I don't like to handle other people's dogs because I don't have that bond. Now, if you send your dog to me, I've got a guy, Travis Oakes from TriStar Bullies. His dog, Dog, call him Dog. He just champed. Took him to 4 shows, champed him out, man. And that dog lived with us for a couple weeks, and I grew a bond with that dog. And you know, we did great together, but I don't like just being at a show and taking somebody's dog that I've never worked with before and going in the ring. And my best advice to handlers is don't handle a dog you would not own.
I like
That's really good advice. Yeah,
a lot of people, I see do it for the money and they'll handle anything. I won't. If I won't own it, I won't handle it because I'm putting myself out there with this dog.
That's right.
Yeah. So what do you say was like your favorite moment ever in a ring? If you could pick one,
I know which one.
My favorite moment in the ring would have to be the first champion win I ever hit. That feeling never goes away.
Oh no, but there's a story to that.
What?
About the lady teaching you something right before you win that ring.
Yeah, so I went up to a handler who's been doing this very, very, very long time, and I said,
Shout them out.
Man.
Call her out.
Paulina, she's a damn good handler, dude. And I went up to the BRC show, man, and she didn't have to take time out of her day to tell me, hey, this is how you do it. But she did. She didn't treat me any different than anybody else. I walked up to her. I said, hey, how do I squat this dog? Because he was looking like he had stiff stifles in the back, stiff legs to everybody else that don't, is on here. So he would just get real nervous in the ring and he'd stiffen up. So she was telling me how to do it. She's like, grab his leg, load his hocks. I don't know what I'm doing. I went out there against champion class and I loaded him down and he hit it, man. They handed it to me and I just, that's a good feeling.
Hold on, Pauline looked at you and said, damn, that was quick.
She was like, damn, that was quick. Like you caught on. She's like, you'll probably have to practice this at home. But I mean, I took it right then within like 10 minutes of her showing me that. And I just wanted to learn more and more and more. I'd ask Logan Jones on the side, hey, how you do this? He never was too good to be like, this is how you do it. Him and Ken, great people. There's a lot of people, that I looked up to, and it's crazy now because I'm like, all right, I'll mark them off my list as handlers. If I can beat this one in the ring, this one's next. I just want to get better and better and better as I go. That's an accomplishment for me. And if I'm gunning for you, that says a lot about you.
Watch out, Lance.
hey, the day you knock me off the list, I'll drink a beer with you. I promise you.
That's right.
But so going just to touch on what you said just then a little bit, what I get from it is, you going up and asking, excuse me, y'all, going up and asking a handler that you may have been a little nervous about, right? You may have been a little nervous about asking her, but she just helped you succeed, and that lit a fire under you. I say this to everybody, y'all, like go to these shows, and if you see somebody, ask them. I mean, all they can do is tell you no. And like Lois always says, definitely if you ever see BWO, any BWO at the shows, come up and ask us. We don't know it all, but we'll damn sure help you with what we do know. And to get better and to keep pushing, your dogs, and everything may not work for the same people, but at least you could do is ask like Lauren did and look, she went in the ring right then and got a win. So it's sometimes the smallest little thing that helps somebody and it'll change their whole experience.
Yeah, for sure.
So, we got a bunch of people asking about like what are your goals for this year? So, like a lot of people are wondering like what are your next immediate goals are? Because if you guys have seen these folks in the ring, you guys would already know like they are killing it. So, like what's next?
The sky's the limit. I want it all. I want to.
Look at Lance till the world blows.
Till the world blows, BWO, baby. I don't know. I just want it better and better and better. The program and the BWO and just
Better your program how? Better your program how? Better bitches, but just better dogs all around. I mean, what?
All around, like we're downsizing right now. We're going to be moving. We just told our land, so we're downsizing right now, and we're keeping the bare necessities, and
keeping the J2 necessities. What?
Oh, what it is we finally got to where we wanted. There was a couple years ago, we walked in a show 2 years ago, and Lauren said she don't like standards. She said, "Oh my God!"
I thought they were too big at the time.
She seen J2. She said, "Oh my God, I want that dog." And I walked over and I seen it. And I said, "Dear God." So I mean, ever since then, for 2 years, I've been pretty much in Josh Crane's inbox trying like hell to buy that damn dog. But finally, I mean, shit.
He's the formula. Let's say that. He's the formula. We bred with that dog already once, and the puppies were amazing. Like, yeah, that's him. He's an amazing producer. He's an amazing dog. And
come here.
Anyway, so yeah, I mean the program moves forward like that. Like, we got a chili, cinnamon, Tyshawn Hillard. We got cinnamon off Tyshawn Hillard.
Grand champion too.
She's a champion. We got her daughter. She's a little over a year old. We just hit champion the last show. Put her in champion class. She took 3 champion wins. So we're 2 in a best of breed and BRC away from Grandin her. And I'm very proud of that little girl right there. She's amazing. I mean, just her temperament. She loves the show ring. I mean, that's the thing that drives me. If a dog don't like the show ring, I'm not gonna push that dog, but she loves it. She enjoys going. She likes the hotel rooms and the suites and all the food, and she just likes to get out. It's amazing when a dog loves to show and do that. It's a whole different world. But yeah,
it makes it so much easier.
Yeah. So we just added J2 to the program, and a plan is to come in for BRC, man. Then ICBR. He's only been through ABKC, so this is an experience for me and him to bond right now and learn each other and put it down everywhere we can.
You damn right.
And there's not a certain registry. I know a lot of people ask about registries. There's not a certain registry. We don't discriminate against any registry. Whatever's closest for us, because we do have a 1.5-year-old son. So it's kind of hard to load up and go to a dog show that's super, super far. And with kids, they don't like to sit still. And ours likes to hug on every dog. He ain't never met a stranger dog. So, but yeah, so we just hit what we can, just trying to live the dream.
So you have also, you said you have her mom, the one you were just talking about, and I love this picture right here. Love this picture.
And Cinnamon, got her from Tyshawn Hillard. Amazing dog, man. She's a beautiful dog. She's off Mr. Classic Man. So she's a beautiful dog. She likes the show ring, but her and her daughter together, man, you can't take both of them to a show. She likes to act up. She's a jealous girl. She wants all the attention. She don't want nobody else to have the attention. So she's been hanging out at the house and stuff. So, but I've been taking her daughter and pushing her forward. That's the next generation. That's the plan. Just keep it moving forward, and got some breedings coming up. She's got Chili's going to be ran to cash, ABKC's cash money, first, and then I would love to take her to Jaws. So I've got a stud credit locked in for Jaws for her, but yeah, that's the future plans and hoping that we can get it down.
So you kind of touched on like what you guys do. So like you obviously do the dog shows, and then you have your tattoo business,
Yeah.
and then you also are making a lot of the awards for these shows. So like, how did you get into doing those?
This guy's mouth got us into all this.
We were at a dog show, and I seen a lot of the trophies. You know, when they get there, a lot of the people that are hosting the shows were complaining about how they would get these trophies in, and they would be broke or overpriced or whatever under the sun with them. And I picked one up one day at the show, looking over it, and I looked at Anthony Pope, and I said, I can do this, and started laughing about it. I mean, to me, by looking at it, it's like a puzzle. I could figure it out. So I was like, I could do this, and I laughed, and I walked away. And he said, yeah, right. Okay, challenge accepted. So the next show, I actually brought like 4 or 5 of them that I had made, just screw them off and sat them on my table. Next thing I know, we're doing it. Well, that show was in Lebanon, Tennessee. Next thing I know, I got Kev Green, Anthony Pope, different judges from BRC. They're all the way around my whole booth looking at these things, and I'm like, oh shit. Lauren goes, yeah, you got some people to talk to. So then I walked up there and I was like, hey, what's going on, guys? And they're like, how much is it for one of these, like this size and this and that? And I mean, it just took off from there. And as of right now, I think I do about 95% of BRC Global Shows awards, all their trophies, everything for them. And there is fun shows. A good friend of mine, FW Spielberg, baby. He's always, you know, look at him all smile. Yeah, that man right there. I love that man to death. That is one happy individual. But yeah, I've done show awards for him. I mean, there's just name a fun show. More than likely, I probably did the awards for him. And now I'm talking to different registries. I'm about to take on theirs as well. So I've expanded. I mean, it went from just talking shit to now it's like a full-time company
It
on top
went
of a
from
company.
a room in our house,
Yeah, dude.
a room in our house to in our kitchen, and then I was like, yeah, we're gonna have to move this. So we decided to get a bigger building so we can do tattoos in the front and make trophies out the back. So while we're not doing one thing, we're doing another. It's all the time.
It's working when you're at work.
Yeah. So trying to find the time to do anything is crazy. So getting to a show, we do good getting to a show on the weekends because we got so much going on. But,
unless we're delivering trophies now, that right there makes it a reason why we get to go.
yeah. I mean, we were already going to the shows anyways, so.
Basically, it was a way for us to pay for the shows because let's be honest, some of these shows, they get outrageous, and like the cost of traveling, Airbnbs, hotels, food. I mean, go to a show and see if you like an $8 hot dog and talk to me about it because it's insane.
Yeah.
But it was my way of. I told my wife 2 years ago. I said, I'm tired of paying for these shows and paying so much money all the time. So I'm gonna find a way for them to pay me to show up. And that was my way in. Look at her laughing. She knew I did.
Well, to me, that's something that needs to be touched on too. You know, everybody sees everybody going to these shows week in and week out, and you know it is very expensive. You know, I know I spent you know a lot of money. You know, just in 1 year, easily 20 grand. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you done broke the bank over there. Whew.
Golly, I need to borrow $1.
Lord.
So
But
what
yeah.
is the next show that you guys are planning to attend?
We will be at Stackomania in Louisville, Kentucky on the 24th and 25th. And then after that, we are heading down your way to Jacksonville. Look at
She's
her clapping.
That's her hometown. That's hometown here. So I'm super excited about that. All right. So you kind of talked to us a little bit about like your dogs and stuff. So your accomplishments. So like, how many dogs like would you say that you have currently in your camp that's champion, grand champion?
All of them that we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of them that we have are champ and grand champs.
Yeah.
How many is that?
I mean,
Right now on the yard, you have
hold on.
Tim and Chili. Only, believe it or not, I cleared the yard. We only got 3 of them at the house right now, except for a puppy. They're all champion, grand champions.
Yeah,
Nice.
we got a pup off J2, Grand Champion J2. We did the breeding ourselves with our heat wave female right now, and I just don't want him to go to just anybody. You know, he's got potential. He's a nice dog, man. He's a little bit on the wild side, so we need him in the right hands, the right trainer. You know, he can do big things, but
I'll send him a land.
he's close to my heart, so I'm kind of just waiting for the right person. You know what I mean? So
The thing is, you don't want to overly do yourself with too many dogs to handle at once.
yeah,
So
I mean, yeah, feeding one's like feeding 20, but the
Shit.
attention, there's not enough of you to go around for the attention part of it. So we don't like to take on too many dogs. We've been through that before, and it's like there's not enough attention to spread around for everybody. So we're just lessening on that. So
you basically are saying you've got an awesome pup that needs to be in the right hands. So you guys, everybody that's here, if that you think that's you guys need to reach out to Corey and Lauren and let them put you through an interview process.
be a big process. I love that dog. Yeah. His name fits him. His name's Baba Yaga, and it's that for a reason. He's a little bit of a wild child, so yeah.
Need some room.
Jeffrey says send that pup our way.
Jeffrey, call me.
And Zach Dillon said it's a really nice pup. I saw him. Yeah, I sent Zach pictures of him and stuff. He's like, oh my.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good looking boy. I just want him in the right hands, you know.
Hey, Jeffrey, don't play with me. I'll bring him to Florida.
We ultimately play God with these dogs when we breed for these dogs, and I feel like a lot of people, you know, don't take in account where these dogs are going. You know, a lot of people just breed and then here you go, here's this, that, and this. I mean, you can have somebody spend $500 on a dog and treat them amazing, and you can have somebody spend $10,000 on a dog and treat them like shit. So you never know. We like to know where the dog's going and keep up with the dogs. So I mean, that's a big part of that too, you know.
So I hope you guys are super like you guys were like nervous at first, like to do this podcast. So you guys look like
I didn't want to be picked first. I was like, why do we have to be the first ones to be picked? Like, man.
The wheel chose you.
Man, let me tell you something. They chose us first thing. As soon as it said our name, I was on the way. We were on the way back from Mississippi. I was like, man.
I think it chose the right people because I've seen y'all work hard. I've seen y'all invest a lot of money. Some things didn't work out. Some things have. But you can't be kennel blind, right? Like you have to, even if you spent money on that dog, you know, try to find that dog the best life. And over here at BWO, we're really trying to, you know, we're more of a show group than a breeding group, but we're breeding for our show prospects, and all of that shit should line up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, and our breed it doesn't always do that. But I like to see the growth. You know, y'all supported us since day one, just super heavy. And hell, I had to make sure if y'all were at a show, I had at least 2 or 3 shirts.
Yeah, for sure. I bought everything. Blue Magic. I wanted every one of them.
But stuff like that means a lot to us, and you know we're super glad to have y'all a part of this. And I mean y'all being the first members. By me saying that, I saw y'all struggle, you know, in the past, and to see where y'all are now, it's like, you know, it's like seeing one of your friends win. I mean, it should make you feel good, and it does. And I'm really anxious about y'all's future, and really excited to watch y'all grow and really hit the ground running now.
I mean, Corey bought a dog. He's a Shamrock son. He's a beautiful dog, and we brought him into our home, and Corey paid a lot of money for him and ended up, selling him for fairly cheap. Well,
Fairly.
at homing him for fairly cheap because he didn't agree with our family. Like, our son was really little. He'd never been around babies. We tried to make him and the baby,
Slowly
comfortable, slowly introduce them. And the more Corey spent time with the baby, the more aggressive Sprig got toward the baby. So we had to do what we had to do to make sure he was in a well taken care of home. And like I said, that was my first champion. And I remember driving that dog to the tattoo shop to give to those people. Man, I cried. I told Corey, I don't know if I can make this drive, but it was what was best for our family.
Well, it wasn't just what was best for our family; it was best for what was for the dog too. I mean,
Correct.
yes, I spent $7,500 for him, okay, but I only ended up getting $2,500 out of him because I did what was right for that animal to make sure he was in the right hands and taken care of. And at the end of the day, I mean, I had numerous people getting a hold of me wanting him, but at the end of the day, I found a family that I felt was completely correct for that dog.
Yeah.
They grew, like, as he was growing up, they were watching him grow up on social media, in the show ring, stuff like that. So I mean, they're really good, solid people. I'm very happy with where he's at. I will lose the money every day of this week to make sure that dog is taken care of at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But it was what was best for him as well as what was best for our family at that point.
Yeah.
So I mean, you take your bumps and bruises on this. This isn't let's dive into dogs and make a bunch of money. That shit ain't gonna happen. Trust me.
Hey, woo, you said something then, boy.
You know you're a dog breeder when the vet knows you by first name. Hey, you owe me that. Yeah.
Oh, when they tell you they're gonna build a wing off the side of the veterinarian clinic because you paid for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll piss you off.
Yeah. But it's what's best for the dog's health, whatever it takes,
If y'all had if somebody came up to you right now, never bought a bully, never had nothing, saw American Bully online, maybe they saw one of yours online, and they were like, "Hey, I don't have the money right now, but what's the most important piece of information you could give me, or what has helped you more than anything, and what has opened your eyes?" What's the one piece of information you would give somebody who's just coming into the game, just wanting to buy a dog, wanting to, what would you tell them, male, female? Would you tell them, what? Just tell us, what you would tell somebody.
I would tell them they definitely need to know what they're getting themselves into, and they need to study the breed and understand this is not an everyday average dog. You're going to be more hands-on with this dog. It is going to be different than any dog you've ever owned because there is different traits in these dogs you got to pay attention to, such as a blue dilute gene, the different variants, and knowing like what can actually happen with these dogs and what to look for. It's just there's so much with it that's like not something you can just answer a one single shot. I mean, the best thing I can tell them is you definitely need to study and get to know what it is for about a good 6 months before you dive into this, because this isn't something that the spectators out there just dive in, and grab these dogs, and next thing you know, they're in a shelter. You got to really know what you're doing with these animals.
So you would say patience, probably.
Very much.
Patience and know what you're getting into.
Study
it.
Yeah.
Take your time studying. Take your time. So patience, I think that's.
And don't buy the first dog you see. Sit back, look at different people's programs, see what they are doing, see how the dogs are taken care of, see the temperament of the dogs. Get to know people and don't just dive in there and grab something that later on you're going to get your head cracked on. I mean, I know
just because this so-and-so's son or so-and-so's grandson don't really mean.
They don't mean nothing. I mean, how many times you heard somebody say, "Man, I got this dog, it's off Dax." Well, I know about 150 million motherfuckers who got something off Dax out there, but it's way back in the bloodline. It just cracks me up when you hear those people walk up like, "Yeah, my dog was Gotti." And then you look at it, you're like, which Gotti are you talking about? Gotti with an I or a Y? And they're like,
lost.
What do you mean? It's like, never mind. I can't talk to you right now. I just got to walk away.
Yeah.
They get mad about it. But, I mean, know your stuff. Know what you're getting into. Don't feed into hype.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of people buy into hype, I mean, we can't say we haven't.
Oh, yeah, we ate it first full bam, straight into a brick wall.
We ate 10 grand on hype, but you know.
And that was one breeding we ate.
That's one breeding.
That stud credit, man, it hurt.
But the thing is, like, you can buy a stud credit for 10 grand, and you can buy a stud credit for $1,000, $1,500, $2,000.
And their cheaper ones are going to be better than the more expensive
I
ones.
mean, it was a no-brainer, man. The dogs look better, so it's not about the price tag; it's about the quality of the dog. And watch before you buy stud credits to these hype dogs. Watch what they're throwing and the consistency of these male producers, because a lot of people be like, "Oh, this dog's off so and so." Then this dog's off so and so too, but this looks like a Chihuahua and this looks like a Great Dane. It all depends on what the female you ran it to, what kind of female and blood you're mixing. Like, that's a lot, man. You can't mix some blood together. Some blood just don't click.
And you better know those geno and phenotypes really for real.
Yeah, so there's a lot of homework behind this before you just jump out there and be like, hey, I got 10 grand, let me get a blah, 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 blah. And then you're sitting there with a pet, like.
You mean a train wreck? Like, what the hell did I do?
Maybe, yes, I've seen it before, but, you know, fix it, keep it on the couch, whatever. But
What'd you call it? A couch crawler? What'd you call it earlier?
Couch cruiser. I had a guy get really mad at me. I'm not going to say any names. He had a big name dog. I'm going here.
That sounds like the name of a motorcycle.
He got really mad at me because I've liked this dog for a while. Like I said, I'm not going to say any names, but I've liked this dog for a while. But I only seen photos. I never seen the dog in real life. And catfish fixers are serious on dogs too.
Put your hands on them. Shit.
Put your hands on that dog. See that dog in person for what it is before you buy stud credits or buy pups. But the guy said, you know, you want to see him since you've liked him so long. And because Corey's like, come over here. The dog's over here.
And so I was laughing because I already knew it.
So I get there and I'm all excited to see this dog. And the dog gets out and he can't walk. And it broke my heart.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, if you want a dog like this, I got a female for $15,000. He said, what would you do with a dog like this? I said, I'd fix it and put it on my couch. And he was so mad at me. But I have no filter. I just said what I felt, and it is what it is. If I'm, man, no, I ran fast as I could, and everything from then on out changed my outlook. So.
We got Tyler asked, at what age do you start working with dogs?
So it just depends. Their maturity level is about a year old. It depends on what I'm doing with the dog. A lot of people teach dogs how to stack first. If I teach a puppy, I've noticed this, if I teach a puppy how to stack first, the walk and the confidence in the walk is not there. So I like to teach the confidence in the walk first before I train the stack. Because if that dog don't have confidence in that ring, it looks like it don't even want to be there. You get them so scared. I mean, I see people at stack offs. They stack their dog and just walk away. Well, of course, because the dog's scared to death to move because you've taught it how to stack first. I mean, that's different for everybody. Everybody has their own opinion. Just personally, I don't like to train a dog how to stack first. I like to teach them how to walk on a leash. I'll put a leash on them and a collar and let them run around with a lead on their neck. That way they get used to having that feeling around their neck. Because I've had some rodeo clowns, just puppies, just buck like broncos and like, no. So you got to get them used to things like that. Advice, bring them to dog shows. You don't have to show them. Just be there with them. The environment, get them used to the music, get them used to other dogs barking, get them used to the behavior around other dogs. Because a lot of dogs get out there and they shake like leaves on trees in that show ring. And it's sad because the dog's scared to death to move.
And dogs have days like us too, right? Like some days, even with your dogs you champed or grand champ, like, you know, some days you'll go in there and be like, man, you know, you feel good, moving good, stopping good, smelling good, all that. And then some days you go in there and you've had your best week of training, you go to the show and it's like, that dog woke up that morning in a different world, you know?
Chili went to Shelbyville. Shelbyville, I put her in the ring and she wouldn't stay for nothing. She acted up. But dogs do have their days, and also if you're handling a dog and showing a dog, they feel your anxiety, I feel like, through you. If you're scared, your dog's gonna be scared. They feel that tension between you and the dog. The energy just is off. And if that's the case, if you're scared and you get out there with the dog, that dog's gonna be scared too. So start with small, work your way up.
Do you have any advice for somebody that's in the ring that is nervous to get in the ring? Because, like you said, it does kind of go down the lead to the dog. So, you got tips for somebody that's probably new that is scared to get into?
Act like nobody's watching. That's the best advice. Pretend like nobody's out there, nobody's
keep
watching.
doing it, right? Keep doing it too.
The more you do it, the easier it gets. At first, I was scared to death standing out there worrying about what people going to think of me. No, now I just go out there and do it.
As long as one don't you.
Jerry says, what tools do you use in your research when you're researching your dogs or researching, I guess, altogether? What tools do you use?
What tools? Well, a lot of it, is experience. Other people's experiences. Ask them how this turned out. With researching, and I'm not understanding training or
internet. How do you research the dogs? How do you
Google fanatic? I'll Corey it in a heartbeat. I'll be on Google. There's something could be wrong. My dog can cough, and I'll be like, Google, why is my dog coughing? Google's my best friend.
I think he was mainly saying what tools do you use in your research? So what do you do? All right, so you got Chili and you've already got some breedings planned for her, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes.
Yes, she's going to
Cash.
She's going to that, and she's going to Jaws after that.
So Cash, the one Kaylin owns?
Over in Memphis, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, Cash rules the world. Look, so in what research did you do to pick him as that stud? I think is what Mr. Jerry's trying to ask.
Now, see, when I bought Chili off of Tyshawn, he already had that breeding lined up, and Tyshawn's been in this a little bit longer than me. So, I trusted his judgment on it. Plus, I looked at the dog. I studied the dog's heads. I went through. Cash, that's a great dog. I feel with those two together, it's going to complement each other very well. That's the main thing. Don't look at what a male can bring to your female or what your female can bring to a male. Look at what complements each other very well, what goes together. Don't just dive on some big hype name dog, or don't buy into a breeding or buy a puppy off someone just because of the name of somebody. Because I've seen so many friends get their heads cracked. Not going to say no one out in Oregon, but yeah, they know who they are.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so using the pedigree.
Hey, he's been commenting on this the whole time, talking shit. I had to get him.
So you use pedigree, you use other breeders and their experience?
Pedigrees. I look at pedigrees, and me personally, I look back between 2 to 3 generations, because you can do a breeding today and think, this mom looks like this, the dad looks like that. But if you look back into the pedigrees, you'll see that 2 generations ago, instead of a pocket, there was a standard in there.
So that's coming out.
And then you're going to have a scattered breeding because you don't know what's going to come out. And you can't tell everybody, I have these pocket bullies for sale and this and that, when
you don't know what they're going to be.
A year later, they're like, this dog's the size of a horse. And you're like, well, shit. You definitely got to study your stuff and know the dogs that you're dealing with, not just the name of the dog. You got to know what that dog produced back 2 generations ago when it was bred before it came down to your dog coming from that bloodline. So it's a lot of studying, not just on your dog itself, but all the way back to the great grandparents to know the consistency of what's coming out, health problems, everything. And embark your dogs. Please embark your dog. Because you might embark it and come back 100% Shih Tzu, and you're going to be mad as hell when you find out.
So I think that's very important for people getting in. I think do as much research as you can but you also, like you said, go put your hands on the dogs. You knew what was behind it. But I think that's why everybody, when you talk to a lot of breeders, or at least the breeders I've talked to, are so focused and I say in a hurry, but not in a hurry, but trying to get there as quick as they can. Their own stuff, what they bred, because in their mind they've tweaked out the stuff that they didn't like, and then you start going from there. I feel like that's the process I'm on too.
Yeah.
It's so much with it, man. It's not just something you're just gonna say, oh, they're cute, I want one.
I think a lot of people think because they breed to that male, they're gonna recreate that male, and it does not work like that. From experience, just because you breed to that male does not mean that you're going to get that exact replica in the son or whatever features. I mean, there's a percentage of the mom and a percentage of the dad. You have to know what's in the background of both of those. Like I said, we play God with these dogs. You don't know what you're going to get.
Look at Lois smiling. She's reading.
There's a comment. I was reading this. Just a random comment.
I'm just gonna say, Jeffrey, I love you.
So there's a random comment. Denzel said that ring can be intimidating when you see 2 BWO shirts in it. I had to sit that one out.
Oh man, no, don't do that.
Come on. I mean, if you see two BWO members in a ring,
yeah,
go out there and actually throw down with them in the ring. Put your dog in the ring.
Me and Lance talk shit the whole time.
Oh yeah,
damn ring. I mean, who cares? We're out there to have fun, man.
Have fun.
Can't tell them my secrets, Lauren.
Hey, I talk shit to you too.
She said I talk shit to you.
And I don't care, win, lose, or draw. We're all supporting each other.
The end of the day is you're going out there and putting yourself out there. So if you go in that ring, you got 2 BWO members, and you're not in BWO, and you beat them, that gives you something to strive and go after every time, and actually pump your chest out.
Yeah, I'm coming for Lance this year.
Oh shit!
Come on,
I need that.
Come on, Cletus. Come on, Cletus.
Hey, if you guys are out there and you beat a couple of BWO members in the ring, go get one of those BWO shirts and come take a picture with us and have your dog right out front. We want to put that on our page.
Vito's owner, he's out there like Corey's like, come on.
We photo bombing his ass every day.
We adopted him. We adopted him at the last show. He was like, okay.
But good people gravitate towards good people, man. And when good people have good dogs, wow, it's a good combination,
It is. Yeah. It is.
Skyla says, how do you teach confidence? How do you teach the confidence in a puppy?
Just reassuring that dog that they're doing the right thing.
Yep.
A lot of good girl, good boy, great. Good.
Uplift their spirits.
Pet them. Make sure you give them affection. I mean, I've stopped when I've got to win and kiss my dog right in the muzzle before.
Get down on the ground and hug them and love on them.
When they say, wait a minute, we're waiting on something, I got plenty of pictures that Corey snapped to me on my knee in the ring, just loving on my dog. Because, I mean, that dog relies on you to push them for, like, they look for you for guidance. So, just reassuring that they're doing what they're supposed to do, the right thing, encouragement.
Well, with this breed, they're people pleasers. They love to please their person.
Yes.
And if you are that dog's person, I mean, and you give it acknowledgement and happy about it, and it gives them something to be happy about, and good girl, good boy, you know what I'm saying? It's going to push them that much farther, and they're really going to want to do this. Compared to just, oh, you suck, you lost. No, you still went out there and tried.
I used to let Sprig chew my chin. He would gnaw my chin at the end of every show. I'd let him do it for however long he wanted to. Yeah, boy, he's a great dog. I mean, every dog has their own personality too. And once you get to know that dog and you're comfortable with that dog, you know what that dog likes and what that dog don't like. I mean, whether it's a reward of a treat, I don't bait in the ring. I try not to bait in the ring.
I didn't know that.
Just personal preference. Yeah, I don't like to bait in the ring because when I pull the lead under the jaw, I like for the judge to see a clean jawline and
you got to be a little stiff.
I just don't. I don't like the look of the dog gnawing at the treat. I
At
want
the
the
judge.
judge to see
The actual full head
the
structure.
actual full head structure of that dog, because when that dog has got its mouth open, to me personally, it just don't look as good.
Well, you can't tell the ear set on a head. You can't
Yeah.
tell the jaw structure. None of that when it's trying to chew
So
your
I
hand off
try
running
not
forward.
to bait any of my puppies or anything like that. Like Miss Chili, little Chili, she don't bait at all. Love it, love it. I mean, after the show ring, yeah, she's gonna be eating like crazy. But that's her reward, and loving on her is her reward. Last show, she was in my lap asleep. I was rocking her in a chair on the side of the ring. I mean, it's just how they are. Every dog has their own thing.
You gotta love it.
Yeah, I love it.
Tyler says, if you train your dog one-on-one and he or she does good, but acts distracted when you're in the ring, how do you control them to focus when others are around?
Well, the thing is, you got to get them out there, get them used to that environment. I mean, they got to be around. You got to think about it. You got the PA, really loud, blaring music, people talking over it, lots of people walking around. I mean, you need to take your dog out, socialize it, put it in stressful environments so it gets used to it.
Lowe's, Tractor Supply. People always touching
That's
on
right.
Tractor Supply. I mean, we produced the dog. Delana owns him. He come with us. He did great for a while. He stayed with us. We got him out, got him going around. He was all good. He was so happy. And then when he got to the show ring, he was more comfortable because he'd been around those stressful situations. He'd been to Lowe's. He'd been to Tractor Supply. And I was laughing at her at the last show. I was like, you broke this dog, because I went to show him and he was not having none of it.
You done went home
She's
laid up.
like, he's my baby. He stays in my bed. But, I mean, it's that fast.
You
Like,
gotta socialize the dogs and put them around those environments and let people touch your dogs. I mean,
yeah.
I don't, but let them touch the dog and stuff so they get used to these kind of things.
Yeah.
That's good advice.
So next question was, Denzel said, do you believe different blood ages and grows at different rates?
Yes,
For sure.
that is 100% true. Some bloodlines I've watched, they're very slow to get to their potential, whereas in others you'll see it within 8 months, 6 months,
Yeah.
and then others you won't see until they're almost 2. It just depends on the blood and where it pops at.
Yeah. And what's in the blood.
Yeah.
You never know. Sometimes they don't ever pop. And you're like,
what happened to this midget? It's just part of it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a learning experience. I mean,
It's not something you're going to read in a textbook. You got to have
Yeah.
hands on and work with it and figure out your program. It's not something you're just going to read a textbook and know. You have to study it. You have to live it, breathe it, everything every day of your life.
We have Zach who wants to know, how were you introduced to the bully breed?
I actually watched a video. I was watching YouTube because we're tattoo artists. We get bored. We watch stupid shit on YouTube. And I was watching this video, and it had Venom. And I said, "Whoa, that's a dog." And so I seen Venom. I was into it. I wanted to see what these dogs were about. I couldn't find anybody who had any. And then finally, I came across Brandon Kelly out of New Orleans. He's actually ICBR judge for that region. So Brandon, actually, I got one of my first bullies off of Brandon, and it was Grand Champion Darklow's daughter.
Yeah.
But I mean, just watching that video of Venom come running across that yard, the monster he was, I was just like, good Lord. Like, I love
He was
pit
in
bulls,
love,
but
and then he went crazy over it, and I was like,
yeah, I went like 50,000 crazy in 2 months, and she lost her
I was
shit
like, you're
about it.
crazy. You've lost your mind.
And now you're crazy with him, right?
Yeah. It was to the point where I used to be like, don't bring another dog home. But then when they get there, I'm the lover. So I'm like, oh my God, it's so cute.
So you ask for forgiveness. Don't ask permission. Trust me. It works like that.
But used to, like, I never, he always did all that with the dogs and stuff like that. And it got to the point where I started buying stud credits and buying my own dogs, I mean, there are dogs, but like I wanted to be like, oh my God, I got my own dog, So I bought a dog, bad experience with my first dog. Bought a dog. She had a prolapse. I ended up pet homing her, losing my money, and she's in a good home now. We paid to get her fixed. We paid for all the health checks on her after that. So, I mean, it's a great thing that who she's with. He's actually a client of ours, but he's great. He does great with her. I'd rather her be there than back into the community where people just want to breed them, whether they have prolapses or not. Some people just do that, and it's just not right to me. I'd rather fix that dog and put that dog in a home. So I learned my lesson, and now I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna stick to the dogs that I'm familiar with, that I know don't have all these health issues and stuff like that. So
it's got to be hard too.
it is
Like
very
just to
hard.
make that choice.
Lois,
Yeah.
you got a headpiece on or is that an earring?
That's an earring.
Oh, I was like, girl, you done stepped your game up.
Yeah, because
So,
I
Bam,
trained that puppy. I trained that puppy. I showed that puppy, and she turned a year old, and she had a prolapse. So all that hard work went into that dog. That was going to be the next generation. But it happens. It's part of it. You live, you learn.
You got to be prepared to take losses for sure in this game.
You do.
You better have thick skin.
Yeah.
And learn who to, like you said just then, learn who to trust and who to deal with, and bridges get burned, but new ones come across, and you got to just know which ones to take and which ones and what relationships to put effort in, and I can say personally, just watching you guys, the way y'all are wide open in it. I think y'all are going to do great things in the community.
Well, thank you, Lance.
So what ages do you pick your dog keepers?
You're welcome.
The comments now, Lois.
Yeah. So, Bama says, at what age do you pick your keepers and how do you recognize them?
You don't.
You don't. I won't be honest with y'all. If you want to pick dogs that's going to be your keepers, you better plan on keeping that whole litter till they're about 8 to 9 months old.
No, listen, every time I'll be like, oh, that's a nice dog. Oh, yeah. No, I'll say pick the ugliest, scrawniest, pitiful looking dog. Because every time we give that one away to a friend as a pet, and then we see it, we're like, we fucked up. I'm not even going to lie.
Co-own everything.
Everything.
Damn dog away for Wawa.
That's why we like the program now, because like we're only doing we didn't do a litter for a whole year, because that we were pushing forward toward the show ring. But now when we do have a litter, we can sit down and pick out what dogs we want, what dogs we want. We have time. We ain't pressured. Hey, breeding for yourself is a whole different ballgame. That's what it's about, watching these dogs grow up and what ones, you want to keep and push forward. And
you're not breeding for the money. You're breeding to create what is your vision and what you want to keep and put out there for the world to actually see and be proud that it was yours. You did this. And it's clean. It's correct. It's healthy.
Yeah.
And that's a big accomplishment by seeing that stuff.
Exactly. 100% agree.
But when you go to shows like, the one in Cleveland that Wade's throwing, that's $20,000 and you got a clean dog and you win that, it makes it like a little bit more interesting to where you want to go even harder at it. So, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So we've got John who says, be prepared to keep the whole litter.
What up, John?
Yeah, he knows.
Keep the whole litter.
Then Jameson says, don't pick them not a day after or a day before 8 weeks old.
Shit, I still ain't picking.
10 months, hit me up and I might figure out which ones I want to get rid of. But staying though. The scrawniest, ugliest, half dead dog is staying.
But I believe y'all as a community, if everybody would do that, keep the litters, and then like you said, Lauren, are at 10 months or a year old, if you really got a pet home deal or not. And I think a lot of problems come across when people like Corey spent $7,500 on a dog, but they ain't gonna take that loss like y'all did by getting away for $2,500. They're gonna like, all right, I'm gonna try to make some of my money back with this dog. When in all actuality, that dog probably shouldn't even been bred.
Keep it pushing. Keep it moving. You can't try to recoup all that money, because then you're just selling somebody else a dream. You know what I mean? Or you're trying to sell. What I hate is when people put show quality on the dog and don't back it up. You can't say that. You don't know what that dog is going to look like.
No.
You can't do that. We don't guarantee that. I would never put a dog in a home and say, this is show quality because she's off 2 grand champions. That don't matter.
That don't mean shit.
I mean, 2 no-name dogs can have a grand champion. How did that happen? You know, I mean.
But 20 years from now, that should be the pedigree, right? Like 20 years from now, if you breed 2 grands together, like in poodles and stuff like that, like if you take 2 grand champion poodles together, more than likely you're going to get a few grand champions or at least champions out of that litter. And that's where I want to see our breed going, man. Like,
That's the push to keep the clean. I mean, they're grand champions for reasons.
I mean, 20 years from now, you look at a pedigree and it says BWO, and then you see like Blue Magic. Then down here, you see all the different kennel names in there. Look at him putting the roof up. Yeah, that's right. But then you have all these different kennel names that were in our group that you see grand champions after grand champions after grand champions, and they're producing consistent grands all the way through because it's great quality. That's the biggest thing. It ain't a price.
I agree with that.
And I feel like a lot of people get rid of their pups before a year old because in their head they stress. They're like, the older they get, what if they look worse? So let's sell them now. And that's a big thing. Don't sell those dogs too early because you don't know what they're going to look like.
And don't sell a dog because of the money you're going to make.
Yep. I mean, we give away more dogs than
it's hard to do sometimes, right?
Yeah, it's very hard to do.
A lot of people, I mean, we've been around the bully community, all of us have. We know that there's people that make a living off of this. And by all means, that's their thing. It's not my thing. Yeah. I have my own family, my own way of living, everything, taking care of my bills as well as everybody else. But I don't breed to sell these dogs to make money off of them like that. If I do a litter and it costs me $15,000 and I end up with 1 puppy out of that I kept and I pet homed all the rest to friends and people that I know will take care of them, I'm good at the end of the day. I'm happy with that. I don't do it for the money.
Well, I think that's a good quality to have, and maybe more people will get like that. But like you said, you have stud feed, C-sections, all this stuff. I mean, obviously, it's got to make money to make sense. But I think if you breed responsibly, and like you said, like y'all are trying to do, build your foundation. I think that's the best way to go. I agree with y'all on that.
Yep. So, you guys have been awesome. You guys have given so many gems tonight. I hope people take your advice and really think about what you had to say and use that for their own purposes and just having the goal like we have, which is bettering the breed. So if you guys would please just go over and follow Ink Pimp Bullies page. They also do have TikTok. Do you guys have an IG as well?
What? Instagram? No.
Okay, so we got.
We're not like you, Lois. We don't have all this technology.
Damn, Lois.
Good to follow.
Learn you up.
If y'all see us out the show, stop and talk to us. Say hi. We'll be more than happy to answer any questions, hang out with y'all. Lance will tell you, we're good people. We have a good time. I mean, you better have thick skin sometimes, but hey, it's part of the game.
Yeah.
Great people. I highly recommend doing business with them. I'm even going to go up there and get a tattoo one day.
I want one.
Are you talking about again?
Oh yeah, we're gonna do B on one butt cheek.
W on the other one and O in the middle, baby.
Oh, BW and then O.
Hilarious. All right, so I know you guys are going to be the ones that are giving away the magnets. That
Hold on, I can show y'all an example of the magnet real quick.
Okay.
People are
Y'all
like,
doing the big ones or the small ones?
either, it don't matter.
It don't matter.
We'll give them 2 for 1. How's that? Give them both of them.
So what we're gonna do is tomorrow I'll pull up the spin wheel, and so I can see how many comments we had on the video, and I'll go live, and we're gonna pick a random. So if there's like 5,000 comments, I'll put a number 1 through 5,000, and whatever it lands on, that comment will be the person that wins.
Lance, you can't
You
even
called me Vanna White. There you go.
Hey, Lance, showcase that.
Vanna White took a shit.
Hey, I don't be hating on Vanna. She stayed in the game a long time, just like we plan on doing.
That's right.
Yep. And then we have we also have some self-defense keychains that are going to be given away, and so
Super cool.
I will be. It's a bully head. It's donated by Andrea Poole from Dare to Dream Jewelry. She does have a page on Facebook called Dare to Dream Jewelry, but it's the number 2 instead of the word 2. So look her up. After the podcast, I'll make a post and put links for everybody that's donated. You guys can follow all of them. That would be appreciated because there she is, Andrea Poole. You guys go follow her. So she does all kinds of stuff. So the whole point of us shouting them out is we appreciate everybody that's donated. So we would like to get them a little exposure. You guys, I really would appreciate if you would just follow all of them. So Andrea Poole is donating. It's a bully head, and you can put your fingers inside the eye, and the ears are pointed up. So if you're in a spot, you're at a show, and somebody's trying to take your dog, come out. But
It's pretty cool.
yeah, you can just use it for a cool keychain if you're not violent. So, and then we also have we have Jerry James, right? That's doing the COI analysis.
Dovetown Bullies out of Oklahoma.
I want to say, do I have the logo for that one? Let me see.
I think you do.
Let me look. All right, and I know we're gonna bring on
Wade.
Yeah.
And G. Hey Corey, do you know G Barber from Texas in the commission?
Shit, you know how many people I know, brother?
Okay, well, I just didn't know. Somebody needs to tag him in this post. I'm afraid to do it because every time I do it, I exit out of the damn.
Is that GL Barber?
Yeah, GL Barber.
I thought I saw him on here.
Okay, he said he was getting off work. Is there anything that Lauren, Corey, that y'all would like to say about your camp? Any exciting news y'all got coming up? Besides, I know you said you got some breedings coming up, but
I'm coming for you.
Oh shit!
Oh, come on! If you're coming, goddamn.
I'm coming for you now. That's a compliment.
Hey, you ought to get the list. You ought to get the list of the names of people tattooed on you, and you can cross them out as you get them.
Oh hell!
Man, that list.
You ain't got no room left.
Hey, that list gets smaller every time I hit a dog show.
Look at here! Look at here!
Hold on, Lance. You're going up there to Louisville next weekend, right?
Maybe, bro. I don't know. I just got a chance to go to the fight out in Vegas, man. So I don't know. I may be saving all my money to go to that.
That means you're gonna dodge out of the way of Lauren, right? That's what you just said.
What happened?
He said, what happened?
Oh, you gonna be in Kentucky next weekend?
Yes.
Well, get your damn bluegrass CD out, because here I come.
Hey, I'll wear your kennel shirt and whoop you. How about that?
I'll tell you what, I'll wear your kennel shirt. 3X fat.
I got you, bro. I got you.
Oh my goodness, you guys. But yeah, this ought to be an interesting weekend.
But yeah, everybody go follow everybody from the BWO, man. Got a lot of great members on here. Jenna and Jeffrey ask you, they're my friends. Go follow them.
They are.
They're doing big things, man. Siri and Jenna get out there and kill it. Go follow everybody from the BWO. Jameson, Ricky, great family. He's good with the wood. We hear from Lance. I don't know, but I probably shouldn't say that on TV. But
On TV. Huh?
but yeah, go follow Lance, go follow Lois, go follow everybody from the BWO. We're all doing big things, and the goal is to push forward and better the BWO and better the breed, guys. So jump on board, ask us questions. We don't care. We'll message you in the middle of the night if we're awake and see it. So
It was good having y'all on for damn sure. I thought it was a great interview.
glad to be part of BWO. Appreciate
Anything
you
else
guys.
you want to ask them, Lois, or you want to go on and get to Wade and everybody?
Yeah, I think that was it. You guys did awesome. I know you were nervous to come on,
I was
but
nervous because the cat shooting razor blades when this motherfucker first came on, but I felt my face getting hot. But yeah,
yeah. So
Y'all did
you guys,
good, man.
yeah, you really broke us in good. So I was glad to have you guys on first. You did really good. So, yep. So we're gonna go ahead and let you guys go, and we're gonna bring on a couple of people that kind of sponsored and gave some huge gifts. Like, oh man, we're so excited to be able to show you guys this puppy coming up.
Thank y'all so much, Lauren, Corey.
Y'all be good.
All right, brother.
You too.
BWO, baby.
BWO.
Blow.
That's right.
All right. So then we've got let's see, we have
My guy.
Legendary Bully Camp. How are you?
Doing just fine. How y'all?
What's up,
Doing
Wade?
good.
What's up? Man,
So
that was a good break in, you guys. That was a good.
I thought they got unnervous pretty quick. What y'all think?
She
I think
did
they did
well.
great.
I mean, as soon as she opened up the challenge portal, I mean, she's coming after you, boy.
I'm telling you, I need to get off this podcast early and get my ass to work.
Start working.
Get out there, bro.
Yep. So we have Legendary Bully Camp, and I do have a
Wade Elliott with Legendary Bully Camp out of Ohio, correct?
Yep, Akron, Ohio.
Akron, Ohio. So he's a Buckeyes fan, probably. Michigan.
You were my friend, Lance.
No, I'm saying no. Were you saying you were a Buckeyes fan or no?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
so
the
if you
logo, guys. Y'all go follow this man. He's about to get on here and tell y'all some big stuff here, man. He's about to break it down.
You got a Facebook page that's dedicated for LBC?
Yep, we got a Facebook page. Instagram is LBC Ohio, and the website is legendarybullycamp.com.
Nice.
Yep. We also have an event page for the 20K Stack Off Judgment Day. So if you look under your events on Facebook, you can, say going. It's got all the info there. And the posts, the stories, the reels, we just released last night. We just released our category flyer. So things are shaping up. I was actually going to take this opportunity because it's you guys and for giving so generously this platform anyways. Educationally is one thing, but the knowledge of being in the ring that you guys have, I mean, it's like a conglomerate. Like you guys are putting stuff down out there, and it's awesome. So I just wanted to say thank you first and foremost. But my announcement is absolutely. My announcement is we haven't gotten the flyers yet. Jerry Logomain is working on those. But so our judge lineup for the 20K is going to be Misty Barnes, Carl Bassa,
Nice.
Antonio McClenny, Catherine Bauer-Sauer from Bossy Kennels, and the Ron Ramos Papa Pit.
Oh, dude, that's awesome, bro. That's a hell of a lineup.
Yeah.
Carl had the number one dog last year in BRC, right? Pilo or
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So, and Antonio is he's got he's got grand champion Rick Ross, champion Yokozuna, champion Ronda Rousey, and of course everybody knows Misty, through the Frenchies. So we're covering all bases here. Trying to.
So we have several people in the chat that's interested in this puppy.
So this puppy is a female. She's off of Capone and Perla. Capone is a Phantom son, a Morpheus grandson. Perla, obviously you can see there, her mom, champion Raising Cane's Coco. Perla's from Boulevard Kennels, Joanna Vega. El Garo Palma is, I mean, that dude is he's just perfect as far as XLs go, in my personal opinion. He was awesome. So, but this girl, she's tan and white pied, if you want to call it, but yeah, she's just so cute. And she does carry, you can see a little on her ear there, but she does carry ticking as well. But I have embark tests for Perla and Capone. They're both clear all the way across the board.
Nice.
So,
Yeah,
yep.
that's really important. If you guys aren't familiar with what that is, like maybe you guys are here and you're hoping to win your very first bully, like that's really huge because those genetic testing will let you know if your dog is like carries certain genetic flaws that can be passed down, not only like present in your dog but in future litters. So the whole point, and like with us at the BWO, like our goal was for better in breed. So why is that important? It lets us know, like, hey, if this dog has congenital heart issues, you don't want to breed that and continue on with that because dogs down the line could also have that. So that's why this type of testing is important, and not everyone does it, but I feel like we should, especially if you're going to be a serious breeder, like you really should.
Yeah, and and just like Lauren and Corey and yourself, alluded to, there's stuff that's, going to show up on these tests. So it's really important to understand these tests, go over it with your vets as soon as you get the results. Like it comes with a link that you can share with your veterinarian and, just via email. But there's stuff like, ALT, there's stuff like, urethra problems. If it's not bred to the female, it's not going to show up. So there's stuff you got to understand too. When you're
putting stuff together,
right? You don't want it carrying on, but there is stuff that will come up sometimes on embarks where it's not even breed relative. They test for so many variants. I think there's like 800 variants right now. But there's great information there. Make sure if you do embark, you should be embarking your dogs, period. But make sure you go over those results so you fully understand them as well.
That's right.
Yes. And if you're not familiar with what you're reading, man, there are so many people that can help you out with that. You could reach out to your vet. You can ask your vet. You could reach out to another breeder reach out to the BWO. If we don't know what we're looking at, we can let you know. We can point you in the right direction. Like, dude, I don't know what that is. Let me find somebody. And like, I have not met a single person in the BWO yet that is just like, figure it out yourself. Like, I have to tell you, like, everybody is so willing to help.
And Kayla's a vet tech, so if y'all have any questions, she may kill me for saying that, but be respectful with hours and stuff. But yeah, you definitely need to check on all that stuff. But what we got waiting here for y'all tonight is he's throwing a badass show, y'all, in Columbus, Ohio. No, where?
It's Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland, Ohio. Sorry about that. So Cleveland, I'm gonna let him spill all that, but I just wanted to give a little intro. Wade's a guy, he's had an XL program. Y'all be sure to go check him out, because if y'all win the puppy, you're gonna have to get in contact with this guy. You're responsible for shipping, but this is why we wanted to bring him on, so you can see his face, see his kennel. This is who you're getting the puppy from. So, man, first off, just big thank you, man, for supporting us. You always have. We really appreciate that. To donate a puppy on the first show, man, I think it really helped, get us some views and stuff. So I'm going to give the floor to you, Wade. Just tell them where, when, who, what. I know you kind of touched on the judges, but just tell them, what you kind of thrown into it. Obviously, please say something about the $20,000, because I think that's the big attraction. But just just kind of tell them what's up and go from there, bro.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much. And the IX Center is probably one of the most, premier locations you could have in Cleveland. It's literally 3 minutes from the airport. You could walk off the plane and walk over with your dog day of the show.
So don't be complaining about the drive, baby.
Right. No, I mean, if you're driving, okay, I get it. It's kind of way up north. I get that. But it's so far away. it is in the middle of summer because there's not too many shows around it. A lot of people won't touch July, but that's okay because it's the IX Center. It's so climate controlled in there. We have 60,000 square feet. And
Nice.
I mean, we've got 2 potty stations, 2 cooling stations. We're going to have industrial ass fans. Every booth's going to have, lemon juice, alcohol. It'll all be there for you. You should be carrying it with you anyways, but if anything has happened, there's going to be vet techs on standby. EMS, everybody's going to be there, but it is a 20K stack off. So the 35 categories for the first show and the second show, as I said, we released the categories list last night. There's literally something for everybody. There's even a couple confirmation shows, biggest row, biggest bloodline, best bloodline, Grim, Bape, whatever, best Merle, all your typical stuff. But there's going to be 2 junior handler shows. RJ and Jessica Lloyd's daughter. Everybody is familiar with her, I'm pretty sure, after March Madness. She's going to be doing a junior handler clinic in the first intermission.
Nice.
And then we've got flying over from the UK. We have Little Miss Loon, who's going to do photo ops with dogs that day.
Nice.
Then we've got, as I stated, we've got Kat Sauerbrower from Bossy Kennels, Papa Pitt, our other 3 judges. So the stack off will be ran in a bracket style to, once we figure out how many dogs are actually going to enter, kind of dwindle that down, in groups of 10 or 12. We're not certain yet, depending on how many show up. But then the main stage will be it's a 3 foot tall, 10 foot wide, 40 feet long, so that we'll have that section roped off. But it will be judged by the entire panel. And then Papa Pitt, he's got the final say so. So it will be, judge, jury. Nobody can dispute that man's final say so, period.
Nice.
So the winner will take all 20K in cash. You will be escorted by police. Don't worry about showing up. So we've got plenty of security. Myself being a former Marine, I made sure of that first and foremost. So please keep in mind, this is family show. This is about the dogs.
You gonna do national anthem?
We may or may not. I'm working on it.
I got you. All right. I probably shouldn't have thrown that one on you. I probably should have talked to you about that one first.
No, it's just it. So I'm a big music guy anyway. So
yeah,
there's a couple people I'm trying to get to come do it that are Ohio natives. That
nice.
Yeah. So we're working on that.
Something in the works. Cool.
Yeah. There will be itineraries laminated on everybody's table. There's 3 giant screens, so you will always know what's going on, what's on deck. So you can't, be 2 places at once. We know that's a big hassle. Registration is not going to be at the door. There's going to be fast pass at the door as well if you didn't book a booth. So there will be registration at the rings, so you can actually get through the line and get set up and get to walking before you have to worry about all of that stuff. We are asking everybody that wants to participate in the stack off to be registered by 12:30 the day of the show. If you come after 12:30, it's not $20 for a chance at 20K. It's going to be $100 because now you're making us work.
That's right. It's $20,000. People, get up, get out, get your biscuits. Let's go get this money. I'm going to be in the building myself. I got a ringside booth. We're sponsoring. I think we're sponsoring the best of the best, right?
You're stacking this. You're sponsoring the stack off trophy done by our friend Corey that was just on. It's going to be live. He said. He dropped a line to me. He said that Rumble in the Jungle trophy ain't gonna hold a candle to this.
Let's go. It better be nice, goddamn.
So Denzel said, when's the date?
July 22nd.
July 22nd. Coco. July 22nd.
Yep, July 22nd. The IX Center, Cleveland, Ohio. Doors open at 9 a.m.
And you said you have a flyer that's being made for it?
Oh, I've got like 4 flyers out right now.
What big name dogs are going to be there right off top? Sorry, Lois.
You're good.
No, you're good. Right off top, Golden Child, Rilla. I did get a commitment from Tyrus. He's bringing R2G2.
Nice.
Rogue Bully Camp. They're bringing Machiavelli 7. Grand champion, my precious. Hannah and James Abba are coming with, I believe, 0.
Oh.
Yeah, it's so
Don't just go home.
Everybody wants that 20 grand.
Listen, Crossroads Bullies, they just dropped Baby Money and Kai Shen. They'll be there. Yeah, you guys, of course. I mean, it's
look. He said you guys are court. Hey,
I know you just
I'm gonna bring one of them kennels you can't even see through.
Listen. I'm telling you right now. I mark my words. I'm telling you guys right now. It's gonna be a couch dog ain't nobody seen before. Takes that 20K.
Let's get it.
It's usually what happens, huh?
That's just what I think. But it's not because we didn't want to do confirmation. We wanted to go back to the old school. Just stack your dog.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, bro. We support it, man.
Yeah. I haven't got any champions yet produced myself, but Lance and I are working on that.
It's coming, baby. It's coming.
Oh,
yeah,
it's coming. It's coming.
So, if you could do me a huge favor, and wherever you have those flyers on Facebook, if you could just share that and just like tag the BWO page, and we can share it on our page, that would be awesome. So, we don't mind sharing that out for you, and hopefully a bunch of us can go. That would be cool.
It would be because we'll be in Jacksonville on the 1st, so hopefully we'll see you at Tone Show.
Oh yeah, bro, we're gonna
be there. I'm home. That's my hometown. I'll be there for sure.
Yes, sir. Let's go. I'm ready, man.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I need my hat, Lance. I never got my hat.
Oh, bro, I'm about to have you iced out, baby.
There we go.
Black and white at the show. I'm gonna have you at least by July, but maybe before then. My man. Well, I don't know. You said you going to the April show. What's that? Next week? Not April next weekend, but the next
2 weeks.
Yeah, I'll try to have some by then.
Yeah,
for sure.
Trent wants a hat too.
Skyla, there is no age limit. There's not.
Okay.
We're for the stack off. For the stack off, there is an age limit. It's 1 year, but everything, all the fun show categories, there's best pup, there's 6 to 9 months. It's all there. So I'll tag you guys in the flyer so everybody, if you have any questions whatsoever, by all means, feel free to hit me up. There's on every flyer, my Facebook, my Instagram, it's all on there. My phone number's on there. So call me if you got a question, DM, text, I don't care.
Yep. So here it is, guys. Thank you so much for joining. And then we're gonna go ahead and hit up a couple more people that also have some stuff. Yeah. So we appreciate you. Don't forget to tag us in your flyer so we can share that out.
Hey, Wade, thank you so much, bro. Appreciate the puppy, man. And like I said, appreciate, our future together. And I wish you the best on this show. And just let us know how we can help any further down the road, man. You've been A1 since day one, and I appreciate you, brother.
Likewise, bro. You've already done enough. Thank you so much. And thank you, Lois.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it, bro.
Right. All right,
Trent, they on my website, bro. I got a website, blue-magic-bullies.com. Put an order in, bro, and I'll ship you one out, man.
So I'm not sure if there he is. Hey, how are you?
Hey, my boy.
Hey, what's up, guys? What's up? How's it going?
What's up, G?
Doing good. So this is Gio Barber. If you guys don't know, he has he's done a little sponsorship for us for this video. So he's got a show coming up. We want you guys to know all about the show. So he's going to give us some information on that. And we are also going to put him on our page so you guys can follow Jail Barber, follow this event, try to get there if you can. And we are going to be able to give you all that information. He's going to tell you now, and we'll also share it to the page. So
can I add just a little bit to that? You know me, I want to talk all the time. Look, y'all, this G's been in the game, man. We kind of started at the same time. He may have started a little bit before me. Always been a super supportive guy. No matter what, he drive all the way from Texas to our Mississippi shows. And now he started a group. He's in a group that they started the commission. Him, Joe, Paco, Gilbert. Anybody else?
You got Zach also.
Nice.
Chris. Chris
Chris.
Rosa. So let me break it down. But first, before I get started, y'all can hear me, right? Everything's
Y-
good.
Yeah, we can hear you and see you, baby.
Okay, so check it out. Uh, I just want to say thank you guys for doing this. I mean, obviously the comments are blowing up, man. I'm listening to some of the questions that they're asking and stuff that they're saying, and I mean, obviously you guys are doing an extremely well job of just giving people information and just getting them to understand where we stand as breeders and show goers, as well as where they can be with the success that some of us already carry. You know what I mean? So first off, I just want to say thanks to both of you guys. I really appreciate the time and the platform, man. This is amazing. I mean, I'm just thrilled to be here with you guys. So, but going back to the team that we started, the commission. So, uh, I'm part of Dallas Elite Bullies, which was started by Joe Martinez and Chris Rosas. Those are my kennel partners. Without them guys, I probably wouldn't be doing any of the stuff that I'm doing, whether it be breeding, showing dogs, handling other people's dogs, just anything in that area. I wouldn't have touched it. I just figured that they were good friends of mine for a long time. They've been supporting me because, as y'all know by the name, I cut hair. I'm a barber, and they've been coming to me forever. You know what I mean?
Dude, I ain't even put
So.
that shit together. I thought that was your last name or some shit, bro. I promise you. I swear to God.
Yeah, so I mean, I have a barbershop in Grand Prairie, Texas. It's
Oh
called Esther
shit!
Barbershop, and you can't forget it's ESPN. Um,
Damn.
but again, those guys were the ones who started everything for us. I bought
Hey, let her
just
out.
because I wanted to support what they were doing, their vision and their goal. I ended up buying my first boy off of them. It was a production that they had. His name's Ace. Now this is a grand champion Shamrock son, and he's a very good boy. He's a nice dog, but I ended up going in a different direction with him. I wanted a show dog, but I ended up going and just pretty much using obedience training for him. So now he's my home dog that protects us, my family. He's really good around other people, but whenever he sees aggression or he sees anything out of the ordinary, he'll step up for us. You know what I mean? So that's actually one thing that I have from them. And again, as a support, I just wanted to show them the love that they were giving me every week when they come in and get their haircut. You know what I mean?
It means
And
everything.
yeah, there's not an amount of dollars that I could give them that would repay back everything I've already came up from just them being my customers at the barbershop. So I just figured, hey man, I'm gonna support you guys. Let me get this dog. I love the dog. So I ended up buying the dog. Started showing up to dog shows. Again, it's really, really hard for me as a barber to go into a week of work knowing that I'm going to miss Saturday being my busiest day at the barbershop. But when I started noticing the dog shows and the community there and the fun that we could have and how everything kind of just goes for full circle with everyone that's there, I mean, I figured, hey, man, might as well start throwing some time into this because at the end of the day, I'm only getting older and these legs might not work for that long. So I
You ain't
figured we get
lying,
out
boy.
there and then start pushing, start showing. And most of the time I would hear from them about dog shows. Hey, we're going here. Hey, there's a dog show over here this week. Hey, we're going to go to Mesquite. And I just started tagging along, and I bought a couple shirts from them, obviously supporting 100% of the way. I just knew that it was a good movement because you could see them growing in a direction that I had never seen or been a part of. So one day, get out there and I bought another female, actually a production down here in uh, south of Houston, Orange Grove Bully Camp, which is my girl, Champion Diamond. I ended up buying her and I sent her off to train with Ashton Johnson for a whole month. I didn't have any idea of what the ring brought to us. I didn't have any idea of how everything kind of worked. So I just figured, man, might as well throw her in someone's hands that knows what they're doing. So I drove up to Arkansas. It took me about 5.5 hours. Met Ashton Johnson for the first time. Welcomed me in, man. Really, really solid dude. Great, great person. If you haven't talked to him, whenever he's out there, he's a really solid dude, And he opened the doors to his house to me, showed me his setup, welcomed me in, took my girl, worked her for a month, went back up there after 30 days, and she picked up a couple first places in the show that she showed in. That's when I was hooked. That's when I knew I got to keep coming to these shows. You know what I mean? It was just something that was like, okay, I'm not out there myself, but the fact that my money and my vision is out there getting shown by someone that knows what they're doing, I learned so much from it. You know, just being on the outside looking in. Now more so than ever, I use all that stuff because we are in the ring daily. We are in the ring every day that we show up, and it's fun. You know, it became a job at one point, but now we get to enjoy that job and we get to network and we get to show off. But going back to the guys, the Dallas Elite Bullies, I just one day Joe just comes up, Chris, they're both there, and they're like, "Hey, bro, you're Dallas Elite Bullies. You know what
We
I'm
about to
saying? Whatever
jump
you're
you
doing, you're
in.
Dallas
We about
Elite
to
Bullies.
jump
So
you
let's
in.
go." You know, and ever since then, man, I just ran with it. I haven't looked back since. I know that those guys are the reasons why I am where I am today. If not, it'd probably be worse because I was on a little trickling down spiral where it wasn't leading me nowhere. You know what I mean? So the dogs definitely changed a lot of my views, a lot of my perspective. And then again, it
That's
turned these
awesome.
guys that were my friends into some real family, you know, like through thick and thin all the way. And now Joe and Chris and we're Dallas Elite Bullies. Uh, Gilbert owns Dual Champion Lil Baby. He's Big D Bully Camp.
Big D
Okay,
Bully Camp.
that's right. And so he was basically the head of the commission.
Okay.
He's the one that had the vision to get together. Obviously, we all know, and being in the dog game, it's hard to do it by yourself. You know what I mean? That's one of the things that you got to have either someone that's going to mentor you, someone that's going to push you to the next level, or maybe even just someone that's going to, put you in the right place. Hey, Lance, you're doing something wrong, bro. Do this. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. And I
That's the
feel
shit
like
that goes the furthest, bro. Hey, your
yeah,
dog. That dog ain't it, bro.
yeah.
Put it up for a few months. Go to your next hole. Yeah, bro.
hmm And that's basically what we do. We, like I said, he's the head of it. He's the one that started it. He's the one that wanted to come together. We joined because we figured, man, we're at these shows buying booths every weekend. Now we can save $1 and be able to show more of our camp if we just come together, and we're always together anyways. Every show we'd line up, we'd have 3 booths and we'd all meet at one booth and hang out together the whole time. You know what I mean? So it was easy for us to say, man, let's get it together and let's make something happen. Now the name came from Joe. He wanted something that stood out. He wanted something that was gonna be a big thing, and I feel like he chose a name that really
Perfect.
represents us as a whole. We can't forget Paco Mendoza, Up One Bullies. He's another member of the commission.
R.I.P.
He,
Diesel.
yeah, R.I.P. Diesel, man. That boy right there was a nice dog, and I'm blessed to have a couple of his boys in my yard now
Oh, nice.
that are growing up. They're about 6 months now, and they're awesome dogs. But yeah, man, he's another part of our group, the commission. Now, again, like I said, in order for us to be better, we have to be well rounded in areas where others are already succeeding. And that's what we do. Paco does the photos, does the videos. You know what I mean? You got Gilbert that's pushing Baby to the max. One of the biggest, I think, for us right now. He's probably the dog that's getting more exposure, and it's nothing like there's no hate in it. You know what I mean? Even if it's not our dog, it's not our camp, but at the same time, it's the support that we stand behind each other and just give each other, because there's days, and we all know it, there's days where we're not okay. You know what I'm saying? Life hits us and we're kind of like, whoa, man. But you need that push you need a team to tell you, man, it's okay. It's going to be all right. Let's keep pushing. There's more work to be done. Let's make it happen. And I feel like we all just kind of bonded together and really just set ourselves apart because of what we're doing. And again, bringing that connection and no hate. You know what I'm saying? All love. Let's go out there and put on a show for people that are actually wanting to see these dogs. And you know what I mean? That's the whole goal behind the commission, is just showing up together, showing people in the dog community that it's okay to have love for one another. It doesn't have to be hate. Me and you talked there earlier this week or last week, Lance, saying, the I might go into the ring with you, and I want to kick your ass. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to be number one. But when someone else wins, I'm not gonna be mad. You know, if you take a first place and your dog's well worth it, I'm gonna salute you. I'm gonna congratulate you, give you a big hug, and we're gonna see you in the next one. You know,
And that ain't talk. We've done that. We've lived that. Me and you
Yeah.
banged before, you know, and it's been love and even and I've been in the ring before, bro, and you cheered me on and ain't even got a dog in it. And you know, and I've done the same for you and to see your group grow, bro. I mean, it's just I'm so happy for you, bro, because I know how hard you work, and you know I don't know the other guys as good as I do you, but I'm like Joe. I'm starting to learn them more. Always been super supportive, humble guys. About the business. So, you know, y'all go check the commission out and go check everybody out in the commission. Go give them guys a follow and a like, because I guarantee you they're gonna have a service or something they can help you with. They do AIs in Texas, do breedings and everything. So y'all go check them guys out, man. They're a top notch group, and we just wanted to give G, you know, he's gonna donate something to the next podcast, but we wanted to give him a platform. He's got a show coming up. So G, go ahead and bust it out. Go ahead and tell them, you know, the dates and what y'all got, because they got a big cash prize, and they ain't no little steppers over there in Dallas, baby.
I got a little
Yeah.
video I put together for you real quick. I'm gonna play that video, and then you can tell them all about the show and about the prize.
Do it, Lois.
Here we go.
Make that pistol pop.
Boom, baby.
Very quick, but that was it.
That's awesome, man. I appreciate it. So, yeah, man, we are hosting the show. All the members of the commission, man, we're coming together, as well as Pushing the Pack, James Hubert, his wife Letitia, and his son. We also got Parkside D, who's going to be the DJ on the ones and twos. And if you don't know, you know, when they Pushing the Pack, it's going to be legit lit. So
Let's go, baby.
we're just glad to have those guys be a part of this movement. The show is on April 8th. We're doing it really just merging the gap between the super fun show, Crazy Lit, and you know, the super calm ABKC regulation show. And we're trying to just bridge that gap to be able to show something for the community. We're giving away so many things. We're gonna start off with the junior handlers. We got a sponsor that's giving away $150 per boy and girl. So each one gets $150 for the best junior handler. We're gonna have an Easter egg hunt for the kids that's gonna have a bunch of goodies in them, as well as money. Over 300 Easter eggs that are gonna be put out on the field, so they can come in and grab some money, pick up some treats while they're there. We also got best of breed cash prize. I can't tell you how much just yet, because if I do, you're probably gonna be like, damn, I gotta get there. But I'm gonna make sure y'all find out later on April 8th. And we also, if you win best of breed, you take cash, but we're also gonna give you the best in show grand prize of $7,500 cash.
Holy
I
shit.
mean, we're doing $7,500, and again, everything that's being brought in to us, whether it be a boot sale, a sponsorship. I want to give a shout out to all my sponsors, all the sponsors that are giving us things that came out of them, man. We're not asking nobody to do anything. We're just really wanting to put it together for everybody. But the amount of just support that we get from everybody out here in Texas already is amazing, because we have sponsors for things that we wouldn't have never imagined even having. They're going to donate tablets. They're going to donate bikes for the kids. They're going to donate more money. We're going to be handing out beautiful ribbons that our families are actually working on right now. We got the wives and the girlfriends doing their work and their part, because again, at the end of the day, we are all a team, and we all make sure that we support each other, right? So don't forget, April 8th, $7,500, best in show. We got the biggest Easter egg hunt you're gonna see that weekend. We're gonna make sure that we give out we're gonna give out a lot of stuff for the kids, man. That's our main focus, is really giving out a lot of stuff for this young community that's coming up, because if we don't guide them in the right direction now, then they're going to be lost as much as some of us have been in the past, and we're trying to avoid that. You know what I mean?
That's what's up, bro. Much respect.
We really want to just bring good energy and good vibes to the community. Again, we want to make sure that everybody has a fun time. It's going to be a great networking place. We got some big name dogs that are supposed to be coming out. We have a lot of we're doing stud credit giveaways. I'm telling you, the donations that are coming in are crazy. We got stud credits that are going to be given away by Jay's Bullies. We got Grand Champion Kilo that's going to have a stud credit giveaway for that show also. We got a few things that are
Hey,
lined up.
I'll do one, John Wayne, if you want it.
Man, send me a message. We'll talk, and then we'll get you
If
on the
you,
list. Cause
but
our goal,
if he ain't big enough, just let me know. But if I'm down to I'm down to support you,
He's
bro.
that dog is definitely worth it. If you want to do something like that, man, we're trying to do we're trying to do stud credit giveaways every hour on the hour. As of right now, we got 5. So if we start at 12, we'll be able to give 5 or 6 stud credits before the night's over and the show ends. But yeah, man, we got that. Again, hit me up. We'll make sure we put you on the list. And
All right.
we got so many other things. Again, we're trying to bridge the gap between the super crazy and the super mellow, and just be right in between, so that way we all have a good time. The networking is going to be amazing because we're going to have people out there that are going to be, not only, we don't get to see them as often, you know what I'm saying? They're going to finally come out. They're going to bring something to the table. And again, a lot of these people that I've talked to and that are contacting me about the show, I've never met in person. And this is going to be a great time to come out, meet some new faces, see the people that are behind all these posts and all these dogs, and get to talk to them. You can always feel someone's energy when you talk to them in person, because it's there or it's not. You know what I mean? And you know how it is. Since day one, bro, our energy has been on point, and I respect that from you, because it's never been any different. It doesn't
Nope.
matter where we've been, whether it's been Georgia, Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, wherever we've been, it's always been the same. And I respect you to the fullest. I mean, there you
Appreciate
got
it, bro.
you got we get all of us out here at the commission. We look up to a few people, and man, you're one of those people for me that I get to look up to. Again, I always told you since day one, the energy that you bring, I'm so happy that you're gonna come, because
Oh yeah.
people need to be like that. You know, people need to be like that at shows. It's kind of, it looks weird whenever you got a best in show going around the breeds. You know, all the dogs are going around and no one's saying anything.
Hey,
I'd like to hear the clap. I'd like to hear the woo, let's go. You know,
let's
because
go,
it
baby.
turns us up in the ring too. It shows us, hey man, we're doing something right. You know, so. But again, y'all bring it out. We're gonna do a confirmation show. That way, that's gonna be the one that you're gonna be able to win the $7,500 on, and then we're gonna do a little stack off on the side for all the dogs that are stack dogs. You know what I mean?
Nice.
We want to bring everybody out, man. Again, this platform we really appreciate it, because we're able to show more people what we're trying to do. And again, man, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. So I really appreciate the fact that we get to jump on here and show some more people what we're trying to do. Y'all don't forget, you got to go follow Joe Martinez, Chris Rosas, Big D Bully Camp Gilbert. You got Up One Bullies, Paco, and then Zachary Cervantes. You can go follow him. He's part of Up One Bullies also. We have all the information on our event page, also on Facebook. If you look up Ultimate Bully Championship Easter Edition, we have all
Mesquite,
the.
Texas, baby.
Yes, sir. Mesquite, Texas, Samuel Farms. Now, again, this is an outdoor event, and this is one thing that a lot of people are probably wondering, like, how are we going to do the outside event? This is our first event that we're hosting, and there's plenty more to come, and we have in mind many more things that we want to put together as the time passes. But for those of you who are getting booths, who are interested in buying a booth or coming out, just know every dollar that you guys are putting up, it's going right back to you guys. Whether you win the best in show, whether you win the best of breed, whether you get the money that we're gonna give out in the Easter eggs, for the everything that's coming in, we're setting ourselves up to go to the next level, because our next show will be indoors. Everything that comes in is always is going to go straight back to you guys, because we're trying to give the best opportunity for people to come and showcase their dogs. Being that it is an outside show for the first time, we will have cooling stations. We're going to have kiddie pools all around with baths full of ice. We're gonna bring some big fans out. There's gonna be security there, required by by the state. Unfortunately, we like to wild out sometimes. So, but
I don't know
we're
if y'all
also
have ever
gonna
seen
have.
G and them at a regular show. He's talking about, hey y'all, I guarantee y'all don't want to miss this one. This is gonna be a good fun time, man. A family event, like he said. So keep it classy, everybody. But come have a good time, man. I couldn't pick a better group to tell anybody to go support, because I know even if things go wrong, it's gonna be made right. These are stand up guys, definitely people you want to get behind, and wish there was more like you in the community, bro.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Again,
If you,
y'all gotta work with us here, because again, this is my first hosting show, but the guys do have a couple shows under the belt and they got experience. So again, I'm in the learning lane right now, picking everything up, trying to get it all together. I guarantee you, if something goes wrong, we will address it and we will fix it for the next show, no doubt about it. I mean, again, for some of us, this is a learning lesson. We're all starting to really put more effort into just trying to get everything done correctly. And I know things ain't perfect and they won't be that day, but as long as you guys come out and support, believe me, we're going to try and do everything in our power to make sure that everything runs smoothly and that we have everybody covered. I want to be able to speak to everyone that comes out personally. Before I see y'all, I want to be able to thank y'all, because without some of you guys, there's no way we can make this happen. You know what I'm saying? Without any one of you guys, this isn't happening. Um, I just got a message from Gilbert. Somebody's trying to do a exotic giveaway for that show, so we're gonna give more
Nice.
people more things, more stud credits. We're gonna try and see where it all comes from at the end of it, because again, we're trying to just show up, man, and really put on a show for the community to come enjoy. We all know how many times we've gone out and bought boots, and how many times you get that first place ribbon and you're 10 points shy of a champion, and you go home and you're still like, man, I could have got it and I didn't. Well, guess what? We're handing out the ribbons and we're giving you the chance to win some money so you can set yourself up for the next few months. You know what I mean? This is what most people don't understand about the show goers, is that we spend a lot of money, man. We go through a lot of money. You guys know. I mean, staying places 2-3 nights in a row because you don't want to make the drive back home same night because it's been a long day. You know what I'm saying? Dinners,
Shit.
lunches at the shows. Then $10 nachos ain't always great. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
But
$7
we're
Pepsi got there.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So we know how it is and what it is to be able to um, bring out a lot of things and not come home with anything. So we're trying to give as much back to everyone as possible, because at the end of the day, as showgoers, we know exactly what it feels like to make that 12-hour drive and come back home and say, man, we were this close. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's $7,500 April 8th at Samuel Farms in Mesquite, Texas. The commission is putting on the biggest show that we've done as this far. There's going to be plenty more. We want to be able to network with everyone. We want to be able to give back and just keep the good energy, man. Again, there's no reason why anybody shouldn't come out and just enjoy themselves. Again, with the team that we have, the commission pushing the pack, um, DJ Parkside, we're gonna be lit, man. We have so many big names coming. We're excited to be able to do it all. April 8th, man. I don't want to beat y'all there, so make sure y'all get there before I do. I'm gonna be
Oh
there
yeah,
early,
baby.
so
You know
Yeah.
for
I'm gonna be
anybody
there. I'm gonna
who's
be one of the first ones there, baby.
for
Yeah.
anyone that's
So,
coming from out of town, there is two hotels close by. Literally, like one's down the street, walking distance, and the other one's about a mile and a half away. I posted them on the event page. If you go and search Ultimate Bully Championship Easter Edition, at the very bottom, scroll down. I posted those hotels that are available. They are pet friendly, so it'd be really nice if you guys went on there. I don't have a promo code. I don't have anything like that, but I'm pretty sure that they have plenty of rooms still. Uh, and we just want you guys to be comfortable. Again, it's going to be an outdoor event, so come prepared. If you guys need any fans, if you guys have
Coolest
anything,
fans.
yep, don't forget your alcohol, your lime juice, man. That stuff is, man, that stuff. I've seen a dog get saved in New Mexico. The guy rushed over with some lime juice and alcohol and just gave him a whole bath. You know what I mean? And the dog started coming back. Those are very, very important things. And I know they mentioned it earlier. You should already have that. You know what I mean? But we are going to have cooling stations. We're going to have big fans out there. The weather should be good, but we never know with Easter being the way it is,
yeah.
so.
That's right.
Yeah. So if
So
you could do us a huge favor and with your event page, if you could just take that and share that link with just send it to the BWO like DM, and we can take that and post that up on our page as well. Just to say thank you.
absolutely,
Just for
absolutely.
you coming on and sharing all that with us and doing sponsorship. That's huge, and we appreciate that so much.
So before I go, I know we're talking about what's next for this podcast and what we got going on. So me personally, on the next one, whenever y'all get ready, and we'll talk about it, I would love to be able to give away a dog myself. I got a
Awesome.
couple a couple pups that really just need some loving and some good homes to go to. Now, obviously, there's gonna be stipulations, right? Show home, no show home, pet not pet home. We'll figure it out. But once we get it all together and I have that pup up for y'all, I'll shoot it over right to y'all. But again, for the people that are watching this show, man, y'all stay tuned to this every month. And I hope it happens more often because this is very, very good knowledge for people that are first timers, new goers, anybody. Again, don't be afraid to ask the questions at the end of the day because that's how you're going to learn. I tell my
Right.
daughter all the time, I tell her and I repeat it to her daily. If you don't ask, you won't know. And when you don't know, you're just left behind. Ask the
Yep.
questions. There's not a question too dumb for anyone to answer.
That's
You
right.
may have people that turn away that dumb question because they know it, but someone like myself, someone like the people in our group, we're going to answer the best of our ability. And like you said earlier, if we can't answer it, I'm going to point you in the direction where you can go to be able to find those answers. So many
Yep.
nice people in this community that people really don't see because they're looking for the hype dog, the hype breeder, and all that. There's really good-hearted people out here, man, like you and I. You know what I'm saying? And we
With
really
good
just want
dogs.
to do. We want to do better and show our dogs. And at the end of the day, if we can do that with big smiles and hugs, it ain't nothing wrong with that, you know. So again, for the people that are watching this, y'all stay on it. BWO, man, go follow it. If y'all don't already, make sure that y'all stay in touch because this is going to be a podcast that I know, and I'm going to say it right now, is going to be super successful down the line. Whether it be
Appreciate that,
once
bro.
a month, once a week, if however y'all do it, I know what y'all are bringing to the table is nothing but good knowledge, great motivational items that people can take and just run with. And that's what we really need. We need to be able to have more people like you guys doing stuff like this because at the end of the day, man, it goes a long way.
We're gonna
There's
show them.
no
We're gonna show them what two groups working together can do, brother.
There
Absolutely,
we go.
man. And we've been talking about it, and you said it, and I'm gonna repeat your words. There is no reason why a team that's in Mississippi, Florida, Louisiana, wherever they are in the state, cannot be doing the same exact thing that we're doing here, and then come together and make something even bigger. Because there's no hate. You know what I'm saying? I love to see you win. I love to see you guys, you know what I'm saying, come out on top. But whenever it's time for us to come out on top, I know you guys feel the same way. So I really, really appreciate that and salute that, man,
Yeah,
100%.
bro. Ain't nothing but
You
love
guys
for you
heard
over
it.
here.
Y'all
Yeah.
heard that. That was our surprise. So if you guys came to see what the surprise was, if you don't win the puppy today or from this podcast, there you have another chance. You're gonna be able to win one of theirs, and there will be stipulations to find out what this puppy looks like. You're gonna have to meet another follow goal on our
Get
page.
them,
If
Lois.
not, it'll be a surprise on the next
Again.
podcast.
Yeah.
So
Hey, so real quick before we go, the April 8th show, Ultimate Bully Championship Easter Edition, we still have ringside booths available. Get in my DMs, man. They're $250 ringside. It comes with a table, two chairs, 10 by 10 space. The outer booths, the regular booths are $150. Now, those booths do not come with a table or chairs. This is just a space, 10 by 10. You can bring your setup. You can come and bring anything that you offer as far as services, whatever you like to sell at your booths. I know people bring collars. Shout out to all the people that put in work behind the scenes because when you see these people come out and they have their table full of nice items that they're selling, man, do not go up to them and ask them for a discount. Do not go up to them and tell them, hook me up. How much is the cheapest? pay the person the price, because the money is what they need to be able to keep pushing their brand.
That's right.
Everything that comes in is every dollar, every sweat, every tear that they put into it is worth it, man. I know people that go out there and sell anything from smell good stuff, collars, leads, harnesses, dog food, treats. Man, if you do not support these people that are coming out and putting in the time to get there, you're doing yourself a bad gesture at the end of the day, because those people are the ones that are going to come and support you at the end of the day. So if I've ever been to a show and I've bought something from you, if I've gotten anything from you, I appreciate y'all, man, because we still have things laying around the house that we just have, you know what I'm saying? And it reminds us of the time we met at a show, and it reminds us of the relationship and friendship that we've built coming this far now, you know. So again, whatever y'all got going on, don't miss it. April 8th, we got so many good things for everybody. It's a family event. Bring the kids, come get them their snacks and candy, get them some money in their pockets, come win the best of breed, because it's a cash prize. And don't forget, $7,500. I'm gonna make sure that we hand it to you about this big, all
Ooh.
to you right there like that. So make sure y'all come out, man. Again, I really, really appreciate you guys, the
Yeah,
time
bro.
and everything that you guys are doing, man. I couldn't be more proud of you guys, because this is gonna go a long way. And again, y'all are doing a great thing, man. Appreciate y'all so much.
Thank
Appreciate it,
you.
G. Appreciate it,
Thank
brother.
you.
Absolutely,
Thanks for
man.
coming on. And we will
That
definitely be keeping in touch, because I'll need you to send me some pictures of this puppy that I can tease out, but they're not allowed to see until we reach our goal. So
I got you. I got you. No worries. I'll definitely keep in touch. We'll talk. And if you guys are gonna stay on here, don't keep Lance up too long. You know he wakes up at 4 a.m. Look at him. He's already
oh,
falling asleep. I think, what is that? The third Red Bull?
Shit, boy. Hey, my fiance is over here ready to burn one, boy.
Oh yeah, you better get to it. Hey, you know what they say? Happy wife, happy life.
Ain't no doubt, bro. Hey, G, hey, I'm glad you stopped by, bro, and much love, and keep doing what you're doing. And I'll see you definitely. I know you coming to Jacksonville show, Tone show, but I'll see
Yep.
you 2 weekends in a row, baby.
Yes, sir. We'll be out there, man. And again, safe travels to everybody who's going anywhere. If y'all have any questions, get with me or any one of the team members. We'll make sure that we answer everything as we can. And don't forget, event page, Ultimate Bully Championship, man, April 8th. We'll see y'all there.
See you, brother.
thank
Appreciate you guys.
you.
Thank you.
All right, so we also have a couple more things that we're going to be giving away. We have Jerry James in the comments, but I don't know. I don't know if I have his logo. Maybe you did send it and I couldn't find it. But if you were here for the first podcast, you know that Jerry James had donated a free COI analysis. So that's very important. We kind of touched on that a little bit earlier. This is very important if you decide to do line breeding or inbreeding for your dogs. He can let you know how compatible your dogs are going to be, so you don't waste your time and money on a breeding that could potentially be crazy. So this is important too. We talk a lot about bettering the breed. This type of analysis is really important for that purpose. So one person will be winning one of those as well, and you don't have to be in the U.S. to win it. So if you're a viewer and you're watching from outside the U.S., you could use that service still. You won't have to worry about not being able to get it because it can't get shipped to you. So that's really cool. So shout out to Jerry James. If we could,
And he's gonna do that every show. He's gonna donate that every show,
yes.
guys. So that's about a $50 to $75 value right there. He's donating that every show. He does do that. He does do that for money. So if you get one done and like what it's doing, recommend your friends. I've used two of them on my last ones, and it's really helpful, to be honest with you. Kind of blew my mind. So even if you don't win it, it's not much to get it done to, better the program, better the breed. So y'all go check him out. Jerry James, Dub City Bullies.
Yeah.
Dub Town Bullies.
Dubtown Bullies. Okay, so make sure you check him out. I will get the information and I'll post it on the BWO page so we can make a post, tag him, tag his page. You guys will know who to reach out to if you need the service done. So if you have a breeding come up and you would like to be able to reach out to him to see what his insight is on this breeding, only for line breeding and inbreeding. Denzel, you probably could use it for any dog, really, but it's most used, I would think, for line breeding and inbreeding, just because when you are tightening up on those bloodlines, you are also tightening up on good and bad flaws. So you just want to make sure that you're not tightening up on too many bad flaws. So Dubtown Bullies, is that it? She said, yeah. Isn't it 2 B's? EUBB? Let me just double check.
Jeffrey said Lance is so cute. You so crazy, boy.
Just say he's so cute. All right, and then we do have another giveaway that we're going to be given to for this podcast too, and that is or was this a sponsor? Sorry, for our Beard and Bullies, the Raw.
Jonte Brown out of Alabama.
Yep. Tell us about Jonte, because I just spoke to him on Messenger, and he's out for a 911 call, and he said to tell you that he's the number 1 linebacker.
Number 1 lineman. So look, Jonte, y'all, is one of the guys I first met. He donated. He sponsored this podcast with just a money sponsor. He sells raw food. Y'all go check him out. Jonte, do you have any of his logos you could splash up there?
Yes, I do. I have that for you.
So he sells raw, and he also does handmade leather leashes, collars. I got a bunch of buddies that's got XLs that's gotten them. Said it's some of the best collars around. That's Jonte. He almost looks like that picture he's got up there. Real good guy, hardworking dude. Got some nice dogs, but family man. Like I said, Jonte. There's his info. BrownJonte.com.
Yep. Sorry.
No, you're good. There's his telephone number, Raw Dog Food, Origin Supplement. So he does the origins, but he does those collars, and he does raw, and he also breeds and sells dogs. Been one of the guys that's, just all these people that showing love to us have been guys that's just been around us from the beginning, before there was even a BWO, right? Like, so to 4 years down the road, still have, people supporting you. It's a good thing, and y'all couldn't pick a better guy, man. He's down in Alabama. Anybody in the South needing raw, y'all be sure to hit him up. Good guy, good business. I highly recommend him, and we definitely appreciate his sponsorship. I wish he was able to come on. I know we kind of ran a little long, but I wish he was able to come on. But a good guy, Jonte. Appreciate you. Hope that gets you out. We'll share that info too on the BWO page a couple times this week, between the next show and for you for that sponsorship, bro. So we really appreciate it. Y'all get with him.
And then also, so we'll share that information. So if you guys want to get raw for your dogs, and apparently he also does leather leads, Jeffrey said. So that's pretty freaking awesome. So you can get a few things from him. Definitely, you guys, the whole purpose of, them coming in here and helping us and us showing our appreciation is so that you guys can also show your support back for the things that they've donated for this podcast. So please do share and follow their page. If you know anybody looking for their types of services, please send them their way. We also have information for our next podcast, which I'm super excited about. So first, before I tell you what we're giving away, you already know we're giving away a puppy and another COI analysis. There's some other items we're giving away on the next podcast, which is going to be March the 12th, April 12th, Wednesday, April 12th, 8 p.m. Eastern. So you guys just mark your calendars for that. Why does this look like ABK restaurant? Okay. Yeah, April 12th. So mark your calendar. It's going to be April 12th. And I'm going to show you who our kennel is going to be that we're going to showcase.
Oh, you about to pick it now?
We're going to pick it now, yeah.
Drum roll.
Guys ready? Okay, hold on.
Hold on, make sure my name's on there.
Wait, it's on there.
I'm just playing.
What's it say?
I can't read. Ink Pimp again.
Sorry, I meant to take them off. Here we go.
It's rigged, y'all. It's fucking rigged.
Who is it?
Shut the hell up. Pearl River, Kayla.
Oh, Kayla, get your mic warmed up, girl.
Kayla Bell. Right.
Pearl River Bullies is going to be our kennel for next month. And listen, she's the vet tech. Like Lance said, you guys are going to learn a whole lot. She's going to school you guys. I'm sure she's got.
She was one of the first members of the BWO.
She's good people, man. Really good people. So super excited about that. So prizes given away for next month that we have lined up already, and we didn't even know who we were doing yet. So we have a puppy given away. You heard that from GL. Jerry James is donating another COI analysis. Andrea Poole from Dare to Dream Jewelry is going to donate more of those self-defense keychains. I hate to tell you guys. Okay, so there is a whole booth being given away. A whole booth being given away for the Cinco de Mayo show in Troy, Alabama.
Is that BRC or ICBR?
ICBR, a whole booth, you guys. So somebody is going to win a booth to the show. So you can get in free, bring your dogs in for free, and you'll have a booth. One of those. There's also going to be Jameson from Noble South Bullies. That's a BWO kennel. He's going to be giving away one of his custom-made stack boxes. He
Bring that stack box.
Yeah, they're nice. They're very, very nice and so easy to use. So you guys are going to love it. So I'm super excited.
Not that big one.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
So yeah, we have a lot of stuff coming up for next month, and that's just the beginning. I'm sure we're gonna have more people pop up. If you would like to have a sponsorship, like to provide a sponsorship for the next podcast, you're more than welcome. We're gonna take up to three a month. Get you a chance to come on and talk about your kennel, like everybody else did. You can come and talk about your kennel, what you got going on. We'll help promote you guys for the month. And
if you want to sponsor, just hit me up, DM me, and I'll send you my Cash App. All the money goes to the BWO fund. We're trying to get enough money up to throw a show and all that. So
yeah, we want to throw a show. So the sooner we can get the money up for that, the sooner we can throw our show. So you already know we're gonna do it right. We're gonna do it right. So
I'm gonna show y'all this stack box Jameson's donating, y'all.
Yeah, so I have a really cool video. I'll be able to show you guys too in the video how he makes them. So that's kind of cool. In his craft.
Pretty good stuff. Little lightweight.
Yeah, you can use it for puppies, full-grown dogs. So like it's like a really, really good setup. You can take it with you if you wanted to go to shows. You can take it and stack the dogs while you're at the hotel and do whatever. So
good work.
What's up, Zach? So yeah, so a lot of good things. If you guys have something you would like to donate on the next podcast, just please do hit up Lance, hit myself up, one of the two, and we'll get back to you. And we'll get you out there, and hopefully that'll bring you guys some exposure as well, so we can help each other out. That'd be amazing.
And I want to say something. Thank you, Lois, for putting in this hard work. Y'all, Lois has a litter of puppies on the ground off of Champion Gunner and her bitch Shortcake, right? Is she a champion yet or no?
She's a champion as well. Yep.
All right, Champion Shortcake. So she's a blue tri. Puppies look real good. You got any left?
I have one male and one female left.
So yeah. 2 puppies left, and they're not even freaking 3 weeks old. So
no, they're turned 14 days old today.
Yeah, so 2 weeks old, y'all. She's already almost sold the whole litter. So tap in with her for sure. But Lois, we appreciate your hard work, and y'all, we appreciate everybody tapping in. We're just trying this thing out. So we appreciate the people who's commented and everything, and hope it was a good show.
Yeah, and we'll get better and better with each one that comes on. So just bear with us as we learn through this whole process. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And for sure, if you did, share it with your friends. We're going to leave the replay up. So if you guys didn't get a chance to catch the beginning or the end or whatever, you guys can go back and watch. We really do appreciate everybody's time, like more than you know. And but yeah, for real, like we really do appreciate every single person. Like this is all for you guys, and we don't know what we would do without you guys. So that's really important. Real important part of this recipe.
Share, comment, like, follow, please. Let's get these numbers up so y'all can see what this puppy looks like that G's donating, and good show, Lois. See y'all next month.
Yeah, 500 followers on the BWO page is what we're going for. So we will reveal the puppy that's being given away at 500 followers. So
where are we sitting at now?
We were at, I'll tell you right now. when I last checked, and that was when we first reached a goal. We were at 311, but we hit like 40 extra followers in just one day. So I know we can do more than that with over a month's period of time. We have a total of 376. So just like 4 days ago, we were still below 300,
Okay.
and we reached we're at 376. So share that page out and get your friends in there. And so we only need 200 or 124
120.
more.
That's right.
We can do that.
124. Well, let's go, y'all. Let's get it. Let's see that puppy. I want to see it too.
Yeah. I
See
ain't
y'all.
showing you, Lance, until I find out.
See,
We got 500.
see y'all next month, Lois. Thank you for everything.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Bye, you guys.
Peace.
I am. I'm trying to. Shut up. Okay. There it is.